Whew. What's going on, you brothers? What's going on, man? Yeah, brothers doing good. It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream. First and foremost, brothers, do y'all hear me? How is my audio? Please press a one in the live stream chat. Who's in the building? Can you hear me, Mr. Globetrotter? How's my audio?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
So the guests can hear me, but I need to make sure that you brothers can hear me across the internet webs and spaces. How's my audio right now, brothers? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much for the brothers who are confirming. Mike Lawrence in the building. Who else is here in the building? Any more ones just to make sure I'm good across the board? We got 5 people here. Press some more ones. Anyone here? Okay. All right. So can I get a couple more ones, please? Just to make sure that I'm good. Can I get a couple more ones? Astrius, awesome. John Thomas, my mod. Give me one or two more ones. Ozzy, can you hear me, bro? Press a one if you can hear me. Need to make sure it's gonna be a good production live stream. All right, motivated mind state. Thank you, brother. Let's get it cracking. So, brothers, we are here for yet another future classic live stream. I'm your gracious host, Mr. International Passport. I want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. When you come in the live stream, please like the video. And of course, welcome aboard the new people. I accept and embrace you with open arms. Like the video, please. Show support throughout tonight by hearing the PayPal donations, hearing the super chats, and of course, hit the PayPal donations, and of course, brothers, and of course, remember to put you on mute there, Globetrotter, and of course, brothers, please join the Patreon. If you want to hear the explicit version of this live stream, me and Globetrotter recorded that for the brothers as to how freaky Czech Republic women are. Go and check it out on the Patreon right now. I'm going to post a link for you brothers right now in the in the box live stream box below. So let's get it cracking, man. So today's stream will be about Czech Republic woman. I know some of you brothers love that European woman, and I'm sure Globetrotter does too, don't you, brother?
That is correct, my friend. That is correct.
So we're here to speak about Czech Republic women. So let's get down. Let's get straight down to it, brothers. So Globetrotter, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing well, IP. I'm doing good. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing fantastic. So let's get it cracking, man. So, brother, give us a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, and anything special about you, brother.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm from San Francisco, California. I do writing. So I'm a copywriter. So I do writing for advertisement. I also do some other ghost writing books for people who want to be authors, as well as writing for games and sometimes comics as well. So just a lot of writing. It allows me to travel around. And so, I've been for the last few years going to different places, and the next few years I'll be trying to go to some new places as well.
Awesome, awesome, fantastic, bro, fantastic. So, let's get into it, brother. Let's get straight into it. So, you were in what city in Czech Republic?
I was in Prague. The capital, I believe.
Oh, Prague, a very, very freaky city. I don't want
Yeah,
to go too deep into it, but we broke it down in the Patreon. But Prague is known for a particular type of activity, right, bro?
that's
Worldwide.
right. That's correct.
Something adult beep movies. So let's get it cracking, brother. So you were in Prague, Czech Republic. Awesome, awesome. A city known for a vibrant nightlife, a city known for incredibly beautiful women. So I'm going to ask you a question, brother, right? It's a question that is probably the most important question in the history of mankind, brother. Okay. So this question can stop world wars. This question can stop an alien invasion from invading Earth. This question can actually make a human being walk through water like Jesus Christ did in the Bible.
My goodness.
The question I'm going to ask you, brother, is that Are the women in Czech Republic checking heavy for passport bros and brothers?
You know what? I knew you were going to ask that, and absolutely. In fact, man, they should call it Czech Republic because they're checking for brothers, man. I had to do it, man. But yes, definitely is the answer.
Damn, brother, that's a big statement there. Can you break down what you mean that they are checking for brothers? That's your personal experience and why they are checking for brothers. Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah. So when I went out there, I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect. I wanted to see some cool architecture. I like medieval style buildings, so castles, stuff like that. I was actually going to go to Estonia first. I decided against that. I decided to go to Prague. And man, as soon as I got there, man, I opened my Tinder and it just started popping off. And it started popping off in a way that it was just like I could have had a date every night I was there, you know? So it was just probably three times the amount of matches that I would get here. And people, the women wanted to talk. They weren't just matching and not saying anything. They're very, very interested. So as far as why that is, I got a couple theories. So one is always going to be the exotic factor, right? There's not a lot of black men in Czech Republic at all, man. I mean, there's really not. I might have saw maybe one or two my whole time there. So you're always going to be exotic. You know, they don't get a lot of people that look like us, and so you're always going to have curiosity from women. That's going to be the first thing. And then you also have women that just like our culture, whether it's because what they see in movies, maybe they're really into hip hop, dancing, and so those women out there who've never seen maybe a black person or even got to hang out with a black dude before, they're going to jump on the opportunity when it presents itself. So
Amazing, man. This brother said they should call it Czech Republic because they're checking for brothers. This brother
that's
got
right,
bars,
brother.
man.
That's right, brother.
Hey, brother, you got more bars than Nas, man. You got more
Hey,
bars than
man,
Kendrick Lamar, brother.
I have my moments.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So this is great, man. Prague is a great city. So I'm guessing you were only based in Prague for your whole time.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Berlin because Berlin's not far. There's a 3-hour train. You can just take the train to Berlin, and then there's also a 3-hour train that you can take to Vienna, Austria. I was supposed to go to both those places, but honestly, I had so much fun in Prague that I didn't leave, so I stayed there the whole time.
Awesome. So the women are checking, and when you say checking, brother, right? To me, right, I want the best looking woman to be checking for me. I don't want
Yeah,
no bum. I don't want no scrubs.
right.
I want a dime chick, brother. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
confirm that dime Czech Republic women are indeed checking for brothers?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can confirm that. Yes, absolutely.
Can you break that down for us? Or what do you define as a dime woman out there? Is it the green eyes? Is it the
It could
the
be,
the, the
yeah,
long
yeah.
black hair? Break it down for us.
Absolutely. So it could be that, if you like white women, which I do. So those are some of the features. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but also, they could have a dark complexion. They could have, it's not all about the green, the blue eyes. It's just about physical attraction. Like I think we all know that. I could see a woman who, has, olive complexion, kind of like an Italian look, with dark hair, or I could see a girl who's blonde with green eyes, and they could both be beautiful. It just depends on their facial features. If they have a very pretty face, and then they've got the body to match, and then they've also have the style. They dress well. To me, that's what the dime piece is.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Now, what are the best places for us in Prague, Czech Republic, to meet Czech Republic women? Where did you go to meet women, brother? Can you break it down for us, please?
Yeah. So I mostly met mine on Tinder, and when I got there, it was Sunday night, so I'm just kind of like chilling, unpacking my stuff, and the whole time I got my Tinder open, swiping, and so I got so much attention on Tinder that I didn't really get to see how it would be if I just walked into a bar by myself. I do remember being at Prague Castle in the daytime. So Prague Castle is a very kind of touristy place, and in the daytime, I remember lots of the women just looking. One was even with her boyfriend. She's hand in hand with her man, and then she's looking at me like, with the look. I don't want to use any bad words, but she was kind of undressing me with her eyes. So I would probably recommend um, beer gardens. There's a place called the Beer Museum. You do that in the daytime, so they can see, they really see what you look like. Um, because I think they're a little bit more reserved than other women. So I think they feel more comfortable when it's daylight. They can see you, them kind of being in a club. But to be honest, I was with women the whole time I was there. So it's hard to tell what it would have been like if I was just out by myself walking around.
Amazing. Thank you, bro. Great breakdown so far. Shout out to Mr. Joe for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, brother, for the $10 donation. Much appreciated, brother. He says back to back to back. The hardest working passport bro in the game. Yes, indeed. Salute to
Hey,
you, man. Appreciate you, brother, man. He's got bars as well, back to back to back, bro.
back to back.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you, Joe, for the support, man. Brothers, please feel free to hit the donations, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. Awesome. So, going on from there, brother, right? Going on from there, how do Czech Republic women dress like? So, for me, right, I'm a conservative dude. I would
Mm,
love my girlfriend to dress conservative, long skirt, cover your chest, cover your arms.
yeah.
You know, is that out there in Prague, or are they more, out there showing their legs, showing their chest, showing their arms? Break it down for us.
Yeah, yeah. So overall, they're definitely mostly conservative. Most of the women walking around, they have style, but they're not letting their junk hang out. They're not showing a bunch of skin. Every now and then you'll get one or two that does. Every now and then you get that girl who wants to show off. Maybe she's tatted up. She's got tattoos. Maybe she's got that look. But overall, I would say 90% or more dress more conservatively. And as a country, they are more conservative than probably other European countries, Germany, France. They're a little bit more old school, a little bit.
Hello? Can you brothers hear him, or is it me? Brother, you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what Karen, brother, you dropped off there.
Did I cut off? Did you hear what I said?
No, you mentioned that compared to Germany, they're more conservative, and you cut off there.
Okay, yeah, I think I got a phone call coming in. So, yeah, yeah. So as a whole, so the way they dress and also just the country as a whole is a little bit more old-fashioned, a little bit more traditional than being somewhere like Berlin or Paris. So that might be a good thing if people are wanting to be a little bit more serious, but they definitely are more conservatively dressed, I would say.
Fantastic. This is great so far. What about, tattoos? Or does the average have tattoos and a lot of piercings like we see in the West, and, blue hair, green hair? Is that common out
No,
there?
it's a little bit more rare. So I did see a couple girls with tattoos, but they were definitely in the minority. So when you saw them over there, they kind of stood out because as a whole, I don't really think that's their culture. But obviously, you have people who want to kind of push the envelope and kind of stand out. So I saw a little bit of that, but not as much as I would here.
Awesome. Fantastic, brother. So next question for you, brother, is in regards to feminism. When you were out there, was there a real feminist vibe out there? Was it average when you came across feminists? Could you see and smell and taste feminism in the air like we do in the US and the UK?
It was nowhere to be found, brother. It was nowhere to be found. Yeah, people were not concerned with uh, politics in general or being progressive. I think a lot of places try to be progressive, especially these days, right? I know in
Mm.
Germany, Berlin, they really try to be progressive. From all the people I talked to and the people I was around, I did not see that at all. If anything, maybe they went the opposite way a little bit, just based on some of the conversations I had. But I did not come across any feminism out there.
Amazing, amazing. So going on from there, brother, right? Going on from there. Now, how good looking are Czech women? And I think we can speak as men, right? When we're high value, when we're in IT, when brothers have put their IT consultations with me and get into my IT mentorship plan, and I finally get into IT, and they're
Mhm.
high value, they're wearing suits, they got their laptops in their hand, they're doing great things, working in the cloud, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Um, right? We want a beautiful chick right next to us
that's
to
right.
keep it a stack. Is the average Czech woman good looking, brother?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, absolutely. I would say probably 7 out of the 10 people that I saw either walking around, especially in Prague. I don't know how the other cities are. I know there's Brno is about 2 hours from Prague. It's another big city, so I'm not sure how it is there. But in Prague, yeah, Prague, it's almost like you got to come with your A game. The city itself is very beautiful, and the people are too.
Amazing, amazing. And brother, what about in terms of body type, right? What's the average body type looking like with the woman there? Are they slim, thick? Are they skinny? Are they curvy? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, so you're gonna get mostly either slim. There's a lot of skinny women, but there's also a lot of slim, thick women out there.
Ooh.
Um, when you talk about like really curvy, there's a lot of Ukrainians living there now, and
Ooh.
Ukrainians always have. They're always curvy, man. They're built like black women, but the Czech women are usually slim. They're also a little bit taller. So I think average height for women here in America is about 5'4", and over there they're a little bit taller. I think the average height of the women is like 5'5", 5'6", so a little bit taller, and then usually slim thick, which I like. But
Damn, okay. This is great. But so slim thick, right? You tell me these women are in the gym, they got the gym abs, not
yes,
necessarily abs with a flat stomach, nice
yes,
hips, nice behind, nice thick thighs, bro. You telling me that,
exactly,
bro?
man, exactly. In fact, one of my dates was talking about how she was trying to grow her butt, and she was in the gym doing squats and stuff, and she was like, "Yeah, I just need my butt a little bit bigger." I'm like, God bless this girl.
Oh my goodness, man, this is amazing. Wow. Bruv. Okay. This is incredible so far. I'm loving my hair so far, brother. Now, in terms of other races of women out there, brother, did you see like, South Korean chicks out there, Japanese chicks, Brazilian chicks, Ukrainian chicks, Russian chicks? Break it down for us, brother. And were they checking for brothers?
So
Break it
I
down.
did I did not see any Asian women at all, man. And when you go, the thing about Prague is that it's not very diverse at all. It's not diverse at all, right? And so almost every woman I saw was white. Now, as far as what what country they're from, it's a little bit harder. Like I said, I can usually tell the Ukrainians, and then I actually had a date who was Ukrainian, and she told me she was. But there's also a lot of Slovakians, and so Czechoslovakia was a country, and they split in two, and so now there's Czechia or Czech Republic, and then there's Slovakia. So they pretty much look the same. They used to all be one country that got cut in half. So the number one is Czech, and then the number two is Slovakian, and you're not really going to be able to tell between the Czechs and the Slovakians. And then number three is going to be Ukrainian. They're over there fleeing the war, and so they're coming there because it's cheap to live. And then number four is going to be Russian. And yeah, they all look good.
And are they all checking for brothers?
So I can confirm that Czech women are, Slovakian women, and Ukrainian. I didn't really go on any dates with any Russian women. I don't know if that was coincidental or not, but the Slovakians, the Czechs, yes. The Ukrainians, yes.
Brother, I want to know more about the Ukrainian women because, in my opinion, right, they're top notch there. They're up there, top three, top five when it comes to the best looking white women, brother.
Yeah.
Tell me more about them in Czech Republic. So, number one, they're checking for brothers, and how are they out there towards brothers? Are they caring towards brothers? Are they loving towards brothers? Do they want a brother? Do they check for a brother? Do they kiss a brother? Do they love a brother?
Bars. Hey, yeah. So the girl. So I talked to a few Ukrainian women on Tinder. I only went on a date with one of them. And the one, because at that point there were so many matches on Tinder that I had to choose who I wanted to spend my time with. And the one that I chose was super cool. She took me out. I told her I like to drink beer. She took me to the beer museum, and then she was like, "Hey, I know this place. They have live music." So she took me to this other bar that had a live music show. She showed me a good time, man. And she also was I mean, honestly, she was girlfriend material. She wasn't, she wanted to still date. I remember her wanting to pretty much hang out the rest of the time that I was there. And I mean, she was ready, she was ready to do long distance, and she looked good. She looked good. So I would say, yeah, I would say it's a yes to the Ukrainians in Prague.
Amazing. And brother, if you want to hear the raw, X-rated, unfiltered intel in regards to Ukrainian women and Czech Republic women in the bedroom, and as to how freaky and nasty they get with passport bros in the bedroom, you go and check out the Patreon that me and Globe Trotter recorded and spoke about. These women are freaks, man. Ain't that right, Globe Trotter?
That is correct.
All right, so going on from there, brother, right? Going on from there, um, communication is very important to me. So I don't know Czech language, and I'm sure you don't. So how do you communicate out there with Czech women? Is English enough? Do they know English?
Oh no, I speak Czech.
You speak Czech?
Nah, I'm playing. He's like, you speak Czech. Nah, so yeah, that's a good question, man. So the thing is, is that when you go there, there's going to be some women that speak English very well, right? So one of my dates, she was Czech, but she went to university and she spoke English very, very good, but she had her accent that was really cute, obviously. But then some people don't speak it at all. Like you go into some stores, some shops, some bars, it's like a struggle. So a lot of the young people will speak it. They're teaching the kids English in high school and college now. So most younger people will at least know some English. The Ukrainian girl actually knew less English than the Czech girl that I was with, but she still knew enough to where we could communicate and have a good time. But yeah, that could be a challenge. When you're on Tinder, you're going to see right away the ones that speak English. They're going to have their profile, their bio, all written in English, and then some are just you're going to see it's going to look like a bunch of symbols, right? You're going to see the Czech language, so it could be an issue. But I would say that most of the younger people, people under 40, 20s and 30s, most of them speak English well enough to communicate with.
Amazing, amazing, brother. You nearly gave me a heart attack there when you spoke Czech.
I heard it in your voice, man. You're like, you speak Czech. Nah, man, not at
I,
all. I don't know one word in Czech, man.
I was thinking, I don't know, I don't know any brother on planet Earth that knows Czech. Did the brother actually go out his way to learn Czech out of all languages, bruv? All right, so going on from there, brother, right? And brothers, please hit the support, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donation, man. Yet another classic video and another country for you, brothers, to open up your minds and horizons. So going on from there, brother, right? So you're out there in Czech Republic, right? You're having a great time. Did you feel any jealousy towards you from Czech men? Obviously, you're walking around with a beautiful Czech woman. Did they feel some type of way? Feel some type of way, guy? Feel some type of
You know
way?
what? You cut out there.
Oh,
One more time.
am I back now?
Yeah, you cut out just for a second, but you came back.
Sorry, brother. So obviously, brother, right, you're in Czech Republic, right? You're in a different country. You're dealing with the most beautiful woman that a lot of men in that country can't have access to. Did Czech men, right, feel some type of way? Was there any jealousy or animosity towards you from Czech men?
You know what? So that's something I wanted to know too. So I noticed when I was walking around by myself in Prague, on the streets of Prague, nobody paid me any mind. Nobody was surprised that I was there. They didn't look at me twice. When you're dealing with a big city, people have seen it all at this point. When I was walking with a woman, so one of my dates, this Czech girl was very affectionate. She's walking with me. She's got her arm around me. She's holding my hand every second. Then I started looking at the people's faces and as I walked by them, and I could see a little bit of something on their face. I could see a little bit of either jealousy or just kind of like, oh, why is she with him? But I think they're very reserved people. So no one's gonna say anything. But I noticed a difference in kind of their look on their faces. So I wouldn't be concerned about it. It's a very homogenous country. They're not used to seeing people who look different. And there's always going to be, you got jealous people here in America. There's always going to be some dude who can't get girls in his own country, and he's going to be mad when some foreigner comes and is pulling all the hot women. But no one said anything to me. No one said anything to me. No problems. But I studied people. I noticed people as I walked by, and I could see a little, I could see that some of them felt some kind of way about it.
Okay, and was it to a point where did you feel like they may have harmed you, like in that kind of way,
No,
brother? Okay.
no, not at all, man, not at all. And a lot of it, I mean, a lot of it was from like older people, you know. I remember like an old woman. Um, yeah, I did not feel threatened at all in Czech Republic, and I went by myself, and so I was looking at the stats, and Czech Republic is a very low on violent crime. So here in America, there's much higher violent crime, probably where you are too in England, but Czech Republic is very, 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 very safe in terms of violent crime. So yeah, no one was going to say anything to me. No one, I definitely didn't feel unsafe. And like I said, most of it was coming from older people. You know, you're walking by an old woman, an old man, and they're looking at me and my date like, oh, why is she with him? You kind of get a look, but they're old people, right?
Mm, awesome. Thank you, brother. Now,
Yeah.
next question for you, brother, is so what kind of society is Czech Republic, right? Is it a society where it's monogamous, or can you do polygamy out there? So let's say you got a main Czech Republic chick and you want to have another girlfriend, but obviously we will not do any open relationships. I don't do that crap. Nope, nope, nope. However, I think it's in a man's right interest to have, if he wants to, multiple wives, multiple girlfriends, as long as he can actually handle that and has the resources to do so. Is that acceptable out there in Czech Republic? To have multiple girlfriends? Are you got a main chick that knows you have multiple girlfriends, or will she be angry and tell you, no, that's not happening from what you saw out there, bro?
No way, man. She will go crazy. There's no way they will not. No, they will. They won't allow it, man. So my the date that I had, I remember she asked me. This is our first time hanging out, and she asked me like, "Are you going to go on other dates while you're here, or have you been on other dates?" And I was just trying to be honest, you know. We just met, and I'm like, "Yeah." And she stopped. We're walking around outside. We're in public. She stopped right where she was, crowd of people, and was just like, I can't believe you. Like we just met. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly there. I think they're probably a little bit more traditional than a lot of other Western countries like here, UK. I think they're a little bit more traditional there. I think they kind of value monogamy a little bit more. Another thing is that when I'm on Tinder, like even here when I'm on Tinder, the people who are doing the non-monogamy, they'll say the E&M. They say this. They call it ethical non-monogamy, or they'll say poly. There's a lot of those profiles here. So at this point, it's like half of them. It's like 50% of the profiles here, people not wanting to be monogamous. But out there, I did not see. I didn't see one. I didn't see one poly Tinder profile.
You know what, brother? And this is where I would say, right, a man having different multiple wives and multiple girlfriends is traditional, right? Where the Western society gets things wrong is where the woman feels that she can also have multiple husbands and multiple boyfriends. No, that's not happening. Only men can have multiple girlfriends and multiple wives. A woman cannot have multiple husbands, and she can definitely not have multiple boyfriends. That's an open relationship, and we don't get down with that kind of nonsense. Ain't
Yeah,
that
it's
right,
not
bro?
it's not natural, is it?
That's not natural, man. But the West wants to wants to push that. That's not flying around me. Nah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Um, so going on from there, brother, right? Are Czech women wifeable? Okay, and when I say wifeable, brother, I want a woman that can cook, that can clean, look after the kids, stay at home. I want a woman that will support me, right? Um, but not in terms of like actual her doing everything, but in terms of being a supportive wife and
Yeah.
girlfriend, right? Can she, um, can she also, just be feminine, right? What I define as wifeable, in my opinion. You may
Yeah.
disagree or you may agree,
I
but
agree.
can I
I
get
agree.
that? Can I get that from a Czech chick? Czech
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah. I think I I agree. Yeah, I think a lot of them. Yeah. So the women I dated were definitely. I mean, you know, they woke up in the morning, were cooking breakfast, sorting my recycling. I didn't know where the recycling went. She's sorting the stuff. I would say, yeah, like I said, they're a little bit less progressive and those values, those traditional values, are still kind of more alive there than any other place in Europe that I've either been to or that I've heard about. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the places, the more popular places, London, Berlin, Germany, Paris, a lot of the more popular places are very progressive, and it's a different vibe. But the culture is a little bit more old fashioned, and from what I saw from the women and the women I dated, they were absolutely wifeable. Now, the divorce rate I think is still just as high as all these other Western countries, though.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's going on there. So I think between America, the UK, I think it ranges between like 45% and 50%. So I think it's around there. I think it's close to being the same. But from what I saw from the women, I mean, there was definitely wifey material.
Okay. And are they feminine women? Are these women feminine? Do they, you know, paint their nails, have long hair, actually speak like women, actually behave like a woman,
Yeah,
classy, feminine? Are these women feminine overall, brother?
they're feminine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Incredible. And brother, to me, right, I define a true feminine woman, right, as submissive. And are they also submissive as well, brother?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
In what way, brother?
Oh man, from what are we gonna do today? Hey, I want to do whatever you want to do. This is what one of them told me when we woke up. Hey, what are we gonna do today? I want to do what you want to do. Okay, cool. Okay, so you want me to decide. You want me to make the rules, and then obviously in other ways in the bedroom too, which we already talked about in the exclusive chat that people can check out.
Amazing, amazing. So, brother, to me, right, a true submissive woman will do this one thing, right? And everyone, close your eyes and let's picture ourselves in a dreamland over here, including you, Globetrotter. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So now you're a man. Okay. You work a 9 to 5 job. You're earning great money in IT. Okay. You got your certs. You're a high value man. You come home from a long stressful day at work. Okay. You take your clothes off, right? And then you go to your wife or your girlfriend, right? And you tell her, "Hey, baby girl, um, I'm tired. Okay, so can you come with me in the bathroom and can you bathe me from head to toe? So, baby girl, I want you to bathe me from head to toe. And baby girl, after you finish bathing me from head to toe, baby girl, I want you, baby girl, to moisturize me from head to toe, brother. Brother, will a Czech chick do that for a brother?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I mean,
What?
first I first I think she would have dinner ready for you, but yeah, I think she would be happy to do that. The women I hung out with would. I can't speak for all of them, but the ones I was with, they would they would enjoy that very much.
And not even there, but enjoy it. That's what I want in my life, bro. I want a chick that will do that for me, you know, twice a week.
Twice
I
a
just, I
week, man.
just,
You gotta, man. You got your passport. You gotta go to Prague, man. Check it out.
I just want to lay in the bathtub. She's bathing me, she's scrubbing my back, scrubbing my chest and everything. And after she does that, she's moisturizing me from head to toe, giving me
You
a
gotta get
massage.
moisturized. That's important.
I need that, bro. I need that, bruv. I mean, if a woman does that for me, right, I'm wifing her up, man.
She's a keeper, huh?
She's a keeper, bruv. These American chicks will never do that, man. If you ask an American chick, right, hey, can you bathe and moisturize me? She gonna call 911 out you, brother. She gonna call the cops.
Fast, huh? She's gonna call fast.
She gonna, she gonna go to the mainstream media outlets. She gonna go to Vogue. She gonna go to Metropolitan and tell, listen, oh my god, my boyfriend just told me to bathe and moisturize me. What do I do as a girlfriend?
Yeah.
these crazy ass chicks, man. Um, so going on from there, brother, right? So okay, um, this is an awesome stream so far. So thank you, brother, for
You
this
got it.
classic. So now I want to know how strong-willed Czech women are, right? So the question I'm going to pose to you, right, is if I got a Czech girlfriend, right, and I bring her back to America or the UK, right? Will she keep to her traditional Czech ways, or will she change to Western ways through the media, Western female friends, the culture, or will she stick to her traditions? How strong-willed are they, brother?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I think you got to do two things. So one, you got to find a good one, and that's no matter where you are. But two, you gotta find a girl who's mature, who already knows who she is. If they're either too young or too immature, they might get out here and change and try and fit in. But if they're mature, maybe they're they're late 20s, early 30s. They already know who they are. Um, they're confident in themselves. They're mature. They're grown up. I don't think they're going to change. And the problem is that they value their culture so much that a lot of them I don't even think want to leave. But if you get one to leave, I think she's going to keep her values. Their values are very important to them, and they're very proud of their culture, their language, their traditions. So I think that if you get the right one, they're gonna hold on to that no matter where they are.
Amazing, amazing, bro. So going on from there, brother, right? So let me ask this, brother. Are these women conservative when it comes to politics and thinking?
Yeah, I would say they're either right in the middle or they're more conservative than they are liberal. They're not very liberal, and I was surprised because I just thought everywhere was at this point, just
Mm,
especially living where I live. I was surprised because they're not too far from Germany too, and they're a big city, but they're definitely either right in the middle or a little bit more on the conservative side.
amazing, amazing. Now, what's the religion they most Czech women follow? Is it Christianity? Is it Islam? Is it Catholic?
Yeah, it's definitely Christianity. I don't know what denominations of Christianity. I don't know if they're like Protestant or anything like that, but they're either Christian or Catholic is going to be the number one. Um, and then I think that the younger people aren't too religious, but I think that they still kind of follow it just for the sake of tradition. And there's churches everywhere. These old cathedrals, they're old cathedrals that have been there since the medieval times that are still standing and they've been renovated and people still go there. People are praying. And I saw a woman just praying just in the middle of the daytime, in front of a statue of I don't know if it was Mary or some saint, but she's just in there praying. Got her eyes closed, her hands lifted up. So they definitely have strong Christian roots.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, brother. And brothers, hit the PayPal, hit the super chats, brothers. Please support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please support, 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 support. Salute to all the brothers that support, man. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. So going on from there, brother, right? Did you come across rich, wealthy women in Czech Republic?
I don't know. I couldn't I couldn't tell if they were or not. It's weird because where I was staying was very nice. So my Airbnb was pretty much at the very top of the building, and I had the view of the whole city. But that whole area, like Czech Republic is cheap. Everything's cheap, and I couldn't tell if this was if this is this a nice part of town. I took someone out to dinner and I paid $40, $40 for the whole for an entree for me, entree for her, drinks for both of us, and that dinner would have been $200 or more out here in San Francisco easily. And I paid $40. I didn't understand. I was like, what? So I'm not sure if they were rich or if they were rich or not, man. I know the Ukrainian girl wasn't rich. I know that. But this Czech girl, like, you know what? Now that I think about it, bro, I think maybe she was because her dad was a doctor and her mom was a lawyer.
Damn.
So yeah, probably.
So to widen the question up a bit, right? Is Czech Republic a third world country or is it developed?
It's definitely developed, but I think it's so under the radar that it hasn't gotten expensive yet. I think places, the more tourism it gets, the fancier it gets. You can charge people more and people pay it. Like San Francisco, people pay almost $20 for one drink, one cocktail. Like what? But that's what people are doing. People accept it, and people keep coming, and people keep paying. But I think Prague or the Czech Republic in general is just so under the radar. I almost didn't go, and I kind of went just on accident. I was like, oh, where's this place at? So everything's cheap, man. Everything's dirt cheap. You know, you go there, you live like a king. If you have any normal salary in America or the UK, you go there, you live like a king, man.
Amazing, amazing. So going on from there, brother, right? Going on from there, this is awesome. Um, so social media we've seen in the West has is a horrible disease that we need to get rid of.
Uh,
Was there a problem out there amongst the women, brother? The IG models, the narcissism. You know, we're at a point where the last time I went to the club in the UK, I saw a bunch of chicks, right,
uh,
just taking selfies and dancing amongst themselves, recording themselves. I'm thinking, girl, are you not gonna dance with the guys over here in the club? What you out doing, man? What you out
no,
doing?
they got to get the likes, man.
You're gonna get the likes. I'm thinking that's this what's going on, man. It's that narcissism we're seeing in social media. The simps. Is that a problem out there in Czech Republic amongst the women?
There's some of that, but it's definitely less. You know, when I'm on Tinder, you can always see that the IG models, the people that want clout, right? They have a Tinder profile that's empty. They got a bunch of pictures of them, you know, trying to look all good, and then they got their Instagram name. So I saw a couple of those, but not a lot. Definitely less than here. You know, out here everybody's trying to do that. So I saw a lot less of that.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, brother. Now, I want to move on to clubs and bars and the nightlife. So, did you go out clubbing out there, brother, in Czech Republic?
I didn't go clubbing. I'm more of a kind of a bar hopping kind of guy. So I hit up some bars. I didn't hit any clubs.
Okay. Can you recommend us any bar names that we should go to out there as brothers?
Yeah, I would go to one. Is called Bar Nota, and that's just it's like note, like a music note, but there's an A at the end, so Nota, Bar Nota, and that's in a neighborhood called Stepanska, which is a cool part of Prague, and really close by is like a lot of other bars, a couple strip clubs if you're into it. But Bar Nota is more of a chill vibe. Like you can actually have a conversation. The music's not too loud, so if you see somebody at the bar, you want to talk to them, you can actually slide up, buy them a drink, have a conversation. So that's probably my favorite bar out there.
Awesome. And what kind of woman would be me at Bar Nota, brother?
You're gonna have the local Czech women. You're also gonna have women from who are tourists. So there was a bunch of Scottish people in the bar one of the nights I went from Aberdeen, and then you're gonna have Slovakian and Ukrainian. So you'll have Czech women, Slovakian, Ukrainian, and then you'll get the occasional tourist who could really be from anywhere in the West.
Amazing. So let me ask this, brother, right? So how would brothers, approach a woman in the bar scene and or will she give you choosing signals? Can you break down just how
Yeah, I always
one
look. It's the
woman
same
acts?
signals. I always look for the eye contact. Yeah, yeah. I would check for the eye contact. Is what I do. Um, Usually, if there's enough space at the bar, I try to go to bars that aren't too crowded. There's some space to sit down. If I see a group of women, I see two girls who are friends, two girlfriends, you sit beside them, right? Sit beside them, and you can just say hi. You're sitting right next to each other. You say hi, and depending on how they say hi, you can always tell if they want to say hi and they don't want to talk anymore. If they want to say hi and they're still looking at you and they want you to say more, you can ask them where they're from. In this situation, for people who look like us, they're going to be the ones asking where you're from. If they're
Mm.
interested, whether it's romantically or just curiosity, they're going to be asking like, oh, where are you from? Like, you're from America. Like, how long are you staying here? So that's what I would do, man. I would just get a seat next to them, say hi, and more than likely, I think what you're going to find is that they're going to be interested and they're going to be asking you questions. And then from there, if you want to buy them a drink, you can. You don't have to, but I recommend it.
Okay, so two follow-up questions here, brother, right? So I want to salute you for having the guts to cold approach two friends. I find that in some cases because there may be one that's very prettier than the other chick, and obviously you don't want to be rude. You have to focus on both of them, right? So,
Yeah.
brother, how do you deal with that, right? So you got there's two women, right? They're at the bar at Bar Nota, but you're definitely interested in one of them, but these two they just won't separate. So obviously you're gonna approach them, right?
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
how do you then give your attention without being rude to our other friend and getting the number of the girl you truly want, brother. Because obviously, if you get both, they're gonna feel, oh, he might be a player. You want to get the
Yeah,
woman's
yeah.
number, but the friend might feel a bit disrespected, or it's always her, or
Of course, of
jealousy, and
course. Yeah,
she might
yeah,
try
yeah.
and she might
Oh
try and
yeah,
C block you. I've been in that situation before. They might try and
yeah.
C block you and move her away. So how would you do with that, brother?
So the first thing you need to do is to just make sure you can commit to at least being there like an hour or two. Because what you have to do is you have to talk to them both, and you have to be neutral, or pretend to be neutral, right?
Mm.
Like you're interested in both of them, like you're just being friendly with both of them, until they get drunk. And then once they get drunk, you can just get the number, you can move in. But in the beginning, you need to give them both attention, because what happens is, especially if one is more attractive than the other one, like you said, the ugly friend's been there before a million times. She's used to getting ignored, and she's gonna shut it down. She's gonna be like, "I want to go. You ready to go?" And the friend will actually go with her girlfriend. The girls will listen to their friends, right? So you got to show them both attention. You maybe even compliment the one that you don't even like, just a little bit, not too much. So be neutral. Show them both attention. Look at them both when you're talking to them, and make sure the drinks keep flowing. And once you're about 3 or 4 drinks in, it's not going to matter anymore, and then they're going to be fighting for you.
Okay, and that's when you're gonna get the number of the girl you truly want. The other one, what she won't care because she's too drunk.
She won't care because she's drunk.
Salute, bro. Brother, this is the best Passport Bros channel on the goddamn web, man.
Hey,
Who,
that's
who,
right.
who else is giving you brothers game like this, man? Who else is asking the real question that you brothers need to know
Nobody.
to navigate out there internationally, man? That's why I'm the best Passport Bro channel in the history of the goddamn world, man.
That's right. That's right.
So a follow-up question from that, brother, is so when you go on dates out there in Czech Republic, right? Are you paying for literally every day, or do you go 50-50, or will she pay for you, just so we know the culture out there and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't mess things up?
You pay, bro. you pay for every day. Look, then this is the other side of values and tradition, right? Like you want a traditional woman, you want somebody's wifey material. This comes with it, right? Or even
Mm.
just even if they're not wifey material. Like I pay on dates, especially if we're just meeting each other, right? My first time seeing you, my second time, and these women they didn't even reach for the wallets, man. It was like understood, and I didn't want them to reach for it. You know what I mean? I'm over here like, oh, it's only what? It's only $40. This is crazy. But yeah, no, I paid for everything, man. That's just what I do. That's part of what I do, and they went along with that, and I think they appreciated it, and I think that's what they're used to, honestly.
So, brother, you would pay for dates, right? Even though during the day you're thinking, I don't really feel this chick. You're still gonna pay for her food and won't
Oh,
speak
that's
to her again.
different. Yeah, that's different.
Okay.
If you don't, if you're not feeling them, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you have that conversation of splitting. I don't know. I got lucky enough to where the 2 dates I went on from Tinder, I liked both of them. So, and you can tell the vibe. Like you tell their pictures on Tinder, okay, they look good. And then once you get in person, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take much conversation for you to feel their vibe, see if you actually like them, their personality. Like, can we actually hang out, have a good time? And once I realized that, like, yeah, okay, this is good. Then I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay for the dinner. I'm gonna pay for the drinks. But I didn't have a situation out there where I took a girl out that I ended up not liking. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would have tried to get out of that without paying. Maybe.
Amazing. Hey, on my Twitter, are you sending shots at me, bro? 'Cause over here in the UK, we don't get paid much like you American bros, man. So,
Nah, man.
on my re, man, a measly little $40. $40 is a lot to UK brothers, man. I'm telling you, we don't get paid a lot like you American brothers, man. So, be easy at us, man. Be easy, bro.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. Hey, $40. Like I said, I was happy about the $40. That was good. Because out here, man, you got to go a couple hundred, man, for a dinner. Psh, at least a couple hundred.
Bruv, if I was where you are living at right now, bruv, I wouldn't even date. If I go pay a couple hundred for chicks that it may not even work out, man.
Bro,
Nah,
I'm about
bruv.
to. Yeah, you know what I started doing? I started doing drinks only for the first date, just because I'm not gonna buy no $200 dinner if I don't like you. So out here, I started doing drinks first, just take you out for drinks, and then if I like you, then I'll move on to dinner. But yeah, it's wild out here. It's crazy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, next question for you, brother, is so online dating. I want to know more about that, bro. So,
Yeah.
what online dating apps did you use, and what should brothers use for to get a lot of success, brother? Break it down for us.
Yeah, I only used one. I only used Tinder, and that's just because of the format of Tinder. It's better suited to what you're doing if you're only there for a short amount of time. I don't know what apps you guys have out there, but like here we have, we got Tinder, we got Hinge, we got Bumble. Hinge is more for, it takes a little bit longer, just the format of the app. You got to like a picture, and then people, the people on it are really trying to just get married and settle down, so they're more relaxed. On Tinder, you have people um, who are young, some people who are traveling, and then of course you also have that Tinder passport thing where you can even just put your location to a place before you even get there. If you just want to test the waters and see how women are going to react to you, just drop your pin, drop your Tinder pin, put it anywhere, and you can kind of get a feeling how they're going to treat you when you get out there. So I only use Tinder. It worked really well. So I guess a lot of them are on Tinder out there in Prague, but I also know that they have their own little Czech dating apps that we don't have out here. So I don't speak Czech, so I didn't bother with any of those. But Tinder worked just fine, man. It worked good.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, let me go back to the nightlife. So, brother, I've heard the Prague nightlife is very incredible and vibrant. Can you confirm that, brother? Is that true?
Yeah, yeah, they like to drink. It's they like to party. It's very vibrant. Like I said, I'm more of a bar person than a club person. But I did actually go into one club. I went into one club my last night that I was there. I don't remember what it was called, but there's a whole. I wish I could remember the street name because they have a whole like a main street that's just only bars and clubs, like the whole street. And there was like a strip club. I passed that by a couple bars, a couple dive bars. There was another club. So on the last night, I forgot I did step into a club, and that last night was kind of crazy in Prague. So, but I did step into a club at the last night. But yes, it's good. It's a fun time, man. They like to party. They like to go out.
And what kind of women were there in the club scene? Like, did they approach you? Were you getting a lot of attention, bro? Are these women that were HOEs? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, they were dancing. I was with women when I was at clubs. So like I said, I brought sand to the beach, man. You're not supposed to bring sand to the beach, but I did. So I was with a date. She was taking me to all these clubs because I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know anything about the Czech Republic. So she's showing me around. But from what I saw, people were dancing, people were drinking. I didn't see anyone else that looked like me in the club. So I can't really say, if I was by myself, what would be the thing to do? Do you go up and just start trying to talk? Do you go up and try and just dance on somebody like people do here? I'm not sure. I was with my own date, and we were dancing all around the club and drinking.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Next question for you, bro, is in regards to so obviously, brother, Tinder was very successful for you, so brother should jump on Tinder, right? If they want to have success with Czech women. Is that what you're saying, bro?
Yeah, if you want it fast, like I said, I was only there for a week, so I had to get busy right away. So Tinder, the first night, I was getting all the matches and I was setting up dates. So yeah, I recommend Tinder. They're active. They're swiping on Tinder.
Awesome. Next question, brother, for you is are Czech women materialistic from what you saw out there? They don't want a Gucci bag, a Armani bag, Prada, or are they humble, brother? Break it down for us.
I would probably say they're not that materialistic. I didn't see a lot of designer names. I didn't see a lot of designer brands. When I was walking around in the daytime, they have a good sense of style. They dress well, but I didn't see a lot of Gucci. Burberry. I didn't see a lot of stuff like that. So I would probably say a little bit less materialistic.
Awesome. Now, let me ask this, brother, right? Tell me five things you love about Czech women.
Five things.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, they're very feminine. Is one. They're very active. They like to stay in shape. They're fit. They like to have fun. A lot of these women were going out with me on nights that they had work the next day. So I get there Sunday, so the next day is Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday. These are all weekdays. These women work, and so a lot of them were coming out. We're staying out till 12 midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. They got work the next day, but they were down. So they like to have fun. Uh, they like to drink. Number four, beer is really big. Beer culture. They have really good beer. They make good beer, and it's cheap. There's a joke that in the Czech Republic, beer is cheaper than water. which it almost is. And then the fifth thing is their accents, man. Their accents are cute, man. Like I couldn't like we almost got into like a little argument. One of these one of these women, and she's trying to fuss at me, but her accent is so cute. I can't even get mad at her. I'm just like, all right.
Oh man. And tell me five things you don't like about Czech woman, brother.
I don't like.
Yes.
Ooh, man. Well, if if you get one that doesn't speak English, I don't. That's messed up. But I didn't get too many of those. Man, it's one thing I don't like. I guess that if their if their family is if they got racist parents, I think a lot of the older people, I think the older generation in Czech Republic, I think they're probably a little bit on the racist side,
Mm.
But I didn't deal with that. But just from older people I saw walking around, that's two. I can't really think of that many things I don't like about them, honestly, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
And now,
yeah,
oh, go on.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, yeah, I love Prague, man. I'm gonna go back at the end of this year, man, and probably stay for 3 months.
Oh, is that the maximum you're allowed as an American?
Yeah, without a visa.
Amazing, amazing, brother. Obviously, we're gonna keep in touch and get you on the channel back again to see
Yes,
how
sir.
that 3 months goes. So next question for you, brother, is cold approaching. Did you cold approach out there in Czech Republic?
Only once. Yeah, so only once. Every other night, I was only there for a week. Every other night, I had a date. There was only one. There was only one night or one. It was kind of the daytime, really, that I was just went out the house by myself. And yeah, I did cold approach two women, and I got one of their numbers, and then we're supposed to hang out. She had to work later. We're supposed to hang out the next day, and then I was with another girl, and she hit me up like, "Hey, are you out? Are you outside right now?" And I was like, I just told her like, "Yeah, but I'm on a date." So we never got to hang out, but I still have her on WhatsApp. So maybe, maybe next time.
Damn. And brother, how do you cold approach out there in Czech Republic? How did you do it, brother?
Yeah, it was just like we were talking about. She was there with a friend, and I was sat by the bar next to her, so I saw them both, and I strategically sat next to the one that I thought was cute, and I just ordered a drink. I looked to the side of me, almost like I was surprised, like I didn't see her there, like, oh, and obviously I saw her there, that's why I sat there. But and then she was like, yeah, like where you from? I told her. She asked me how long I was staying here. And then I started asking her questions like, hey, what are you guys doing later? She was like, well, I'm only having one drink. I actually have to go into the office later on, blah, blah, blah. And then so I got her information. And yeah, we just linked up.
Fantastic, brother. And were you cold approach out there yourself?
No, no. So yeah, I was rarely by myself. So I went out there by myself. I didn't have any homies with me or anything like that. So I made sure almost every time I left the house, I had a date. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't just. There was only one day that I was walking around by myself. That's when I went to the castle. Every other time I went out, I was with a woman.
Awesome, awesome. So a couple more questions before I open up the phone lines. Let me just super chat real quick and PayPal donation. Shout out to Mr. Raphael for the £2.25 PayPal donation. Thank you, brother, for the PayPal donation. That means a lot to me. Much appreciation, brother. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Aussie. Appreciate you both for the support for the $5 super chat. Kind of off topic, but any update on when we'll be getting that Baltics Intel stream, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania? Brother, you been to any one of those countries before?
I have not. No, I almost went to Estonia, but I chose Czech Republic instead.
Okay. Ozzy, what are you referring to? Did I say I was going to do that? Was there a brother that was going to do that for us? Let me know, Ozzy, and I'll try and follow up on that. A lot of things goes on in my life, man. Having a channel it's not easy. It's pretty tough, man. So let me know, Ozzy, and I'll follow up on that if you're not referring to the brother I'm speaking to right now. Let's carry on, bro. So next question for you, brother, is how should men dress out there in Czech Republic? So do we come through when, Sean John jeans, 4XL white tee, Echo coats, a Timberland boots, and then we got a red bandana on and a New York Jets snapback and some
That's
gold
right,
teeth
man.
and
That's
gold
right.
chain.
You gotta get the do rag too, man. Make sure you're wearing the do rag, bro.
Or or do we come through in a different type of way? Do we come through wearing, a suit or casual clothing just to attract the right woman? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely not the 4XT, man. You just dress grown. Man. That you could be whether you're in a suit or whether you're less formal, like a more of a GQ look. You got your fitted, your fitted jeans, your bomber jacket, everything that fits good. Maybe your biker jacket, maybe your backwards hat. Just growing up stuff. Dress well though. It could be casual all the way to formal, but definitely nothing baggy. You know what I mean? You're in Europe. This is where a lot of these trends, these fitted clothes came from. So should definitely bring your A game and dress well.
Awesome. Awesome, brother. Fantastic. Now, I know you were only in Prague, right? But did you hear of any other cities in Czech Republic that may be good for brothers from the female friends you dealt with?
Yeah, from what I've heard, you want to go to Brno, and that's a couple hours away from Prague, but it's another big city. So I would expect that it's similar, even though I didn't go. But I definitely wouldn't. Well, I mean, maybe go to the countryside. I don't know. I didn't really want to go to any countryside, little villages, out in the country. That didn't really feel like a good idea. But I would say Borno. I would say Prague. Honestly, Prague is the place to be. That city's got a lot going on. But then maybe if you have some time, check out Borno.
Bono, did women tell you this personally that it's good for brothers?
Not specifically, but they did say that it was most similar to Prague when it comes to just kind of how big of a city it is. So another big city. So, and they probably see even less people that look like us there than Prague. Because Prague is kind of, it's kind of a touristy place. So you might even have more. You might even have more luck, more success in Borno, but I'm not sure.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, brother. So, next question for you, brother, is what was the ratio of women to men out there in Prague Czech Republic? Was it more women than men, or was it vice versa, or 50-50?
I think there was more women, but that just maybe that's because I was looking for that. I'm not sure if I had my goggles on, but I saw a lot of women walking up and down the street. I saw a lot of women in the bars. There's a couple bars where it was a bunch of dudes, but for the most part, walking around on the street, and then a lot of the other bars I went to, I saw a lot of women.
Awesome, awesome. Next question for you, brother, is did you experience any racism there? Any N-word said towards you, any slur said towards you in English or in their language or in the clubs? Did they say the N-word when rap music was playing? Break it down for us, bro.
No, no, none at all. I didn't hear the word once when I was there.
Fantastic. And did you experience any racism at all?
No, no, no. I mean, aside from like I told you, like the looks on some of the old people's faces, but you never know. I mean, that could also just be surprise. I'm not sure, but I didn't experience any. I never felt uncomfortable. I didn't experience. I never felt like someone didn't like me. All the guys that I talked to, this is just in bars. A lot of them were the bartenders at the bars. Were really happy to see me there. I was taking pictures with them, and I made my little video. Um, and they helped me do that. I was like, hey, can you hold this camera for me? So everybody was cool. Everybody was cool that I interacted with.
Super. Amazing. Is there any dangers to be aware of in Czech Republic that we should be aware of, brother? Any dangers?
Not that I know of. Like I said, it's a very safe city in terms of violent crime. It's very low. Crime is very low in Czech Republic in general. I felt safe everywhere I went. But I also I stayed in the main parts of the city.
Hmm.
There's lots of people around all the time. Lots of people around. Lots of police who were super cool, by the way. I mean, I didn't have any problems with the cops. There was some sort of downtown. There was some sort of oh yeah, there was like a marathon they were running, so they had like the streets blocked off and like lots of police down there making sure everything was good. But yeah, everything was cool.
Awesome, awesome. And Shabrava, did you travel alone or in a group there?
No, I went by myself. Yep.
Okay, should brothers travel alone there, or should brothers go in a group there? In your opinion?
Well, it's always more fun with a group, but it's definitely somewhere you can go by yourself. I just went on a limb. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what the reaction of the people were going to be. I just did it because I'm pretty risky guy in general. But you can go either way. If you're going alone, then open up a Tinder, and that's what I did. And you can probably have dates for every day of the week if you want, and you can make sure that you're not just there by yourself the whole time. And that's what I did. That's why I was always with a date because I wanted to go out places, but I wanted some company. So I had a date, take me here, take me to a club, take me to this bar. But yeah, I mean, I could see it being really fun in a group too. If I was there with my boys, with some of the homies, that would be a good time too.
Amazing. And last question before I open up the phone lines, brother. Is it safe for brothers to travel there in Czech Republic, Prague?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's safe, man. It's if anyone, like I said, they're very reserved. Like if there's any dudes out there that have a problem, they're not gonna say or do anything. It's not like here. Like I could walk around a neighborhood in Oakland or San Francisco and have somebody look at me the wrong way, and if I keep looking at them, they're gonna be like, "What's up?" You know what I mean? And it's not like that there, man. It's not. Yeah, it's not. People don't move like that over there.
What's up, bro? You good, bro?
Yeah,
You check out,
exactly.
bro? You good? What's up, bro? You good, bro?
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Globetrotter, awesome live stream so far. Thank you, brother. So
You got it.
I'm gonna open up the panel right now, brothers. If you have any questions for our guests, for the guests to answer those questions, you must call in, or if you can't call in, you must PayPal or super chat your questions. Please, if you can't do that, send me some support, man. So like the video right now, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donation. Show me some love, man. This has been another incredible classic live stream. So I'm gonna open up the phone lines right now, Globetrotter. So when I do so, brother, transportation. How do brothers move around out there, bro?
Yeah. So they got Uber. They got Uber out there. That's how I moved around. Being in Prague, everything was close by too. So if I needed, food at the grocery store, there's always a market that was a few blocks away. There's always bars a few blocks away. But anytime there was a place too far for me to walk, I would do Uber. It's super cheap. They also have the tram, which we don't have those here. So I didn't even know what it was. It's like a mix between a bus and a train. I don't know if you guys have them out there, but people are taking the tram, and I didn't want to be bothered with it because I don't really know that the money, like how much it costs and all that stuff. So I just Ubered.
Ubered everywhere.
I
Awesome.
Ubered everywhere, and it was so cheap. It was just easy to do. Like here, getting like to a different side of town could cost 20, $30 in an Uber, but everything was cheap, man. $5, $6 for my Ubers.
Damn. So what about food, drinks? Was that also cheap as well?
Yeah, so I downloaded an app. So like here we have Grubhub, and it's a food delivery app. They have their own, and so I downloaded it, and yeah, I was ordering food. I mean, every day I ordered food, and it was super cheap, super cheap. I ordered food like 2 meals a day. So breakfast, I cooked my own breakfast because I bought some food at the market, some fruit, some eggs, some stuff like that. But lunch and dinner, I was always ordering, and yeah, man, everything's cheap, man. It's dirt cheap.
And what was your favorite cuisine there, brother? Is there like a special Czech cuisine that you like eating the most?
Yeah, so I like the duck. Um, I forgot what they call it, but Czech is very like their culture is very meat and potatoes, so they eat a lot of meat. They're famous for their pork, um, but I like the duck. They had like a duck, uh, grilled duck with some vegetables. It was good, man. That was my favorite.
Awesome. Like my mod says here, when you call in, speak in code, please. So avoid saying any sensitive topics. Keep it very PG, please, when you call in. Those are the rules of the channel. No swearing, no N-word use. Keep it very PG, and don't speak on very sensitive topics. If you do, keep it very well coded, please. Um, so let me ask this, brother, right? In terms of like, the culture there, right? How are Czech people like in general? Are they friendly? Are they kind? Or are they very reserved people like Germans?
Yeah, they're friendly, but I would say they're reserved too. Like they're reserved but friendly. And so they would start to open up. When I was going into bars, you know, they got a little alcohol in them. They would start to open up, you know, they would start opening up, talking to me on the street, just walking around at the shops. They're very reserved people. They just kind of mind their business. You know, they stay out the way. They mind their business. Um, a couple of the markets I went to were owned by non-Czech people. So there was a couple shops owned by some Middle Eastern people. Kind of reminded me of the shops out here, but the Czech people are a little more reserved. They just kind of do their thing. They don't make any trouble. They stay out the way, and they're really chill. You know, they're really chill people.
Were you staying in an Airbnb or hotel?
Airbnb.
Okay, and was that also reasonable, the cost for every day?
Yeah, it was reasonable. It wasn't cheap because I chose the nicest Airbnb I could find in Prague. You know, with looking over the whole city. But it was definitely reasonable. Like that apartment out here would have been twice as much. You know.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, brother. So, Mr. Buck, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, please? Awesome. You confirm Buck, turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. Buck. What's going on, Buck?
What's going on? What's going on? Good topic tonight, as always. It's an S and a passport. But I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
So in Europe, I've been hearing that like they're really digging us compared to the women here in the States and Canada and Australia and UK.
Yeah.
They're really digging us. But let's say if you're a brother, decent, brother, like take care of himself, decent, dress nice. Like, can you get something out of, let's say, a week trip?
1 week trip?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, man. My trip was 1 week. You know, my trip was 1 week, and especially you got to be proactive too because you gotta beat people quickly. So like if you get there, you open up that Tinder, do that Tinder boost. The boost is where it puts your profile. I don't know if you're familiar, but it puts your profile at the very top so people see it. And that way you give these women a chance to actually react and to swipe on you and to like you. But yeah, you can do something in a week. You can absolutely, a week is enough time, man.
Okay. So let me follow up with a question for that. How many other European countries have you been? Like what other European countries?
Yeah, just Paris, just France.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
how do you compare that to the women in Paris and the women in Prague?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. The first difference is that I was in Paris. Paris is very diverse, so there's a lot of black people in Paris. And when I put my it was cold when I put my scarf on, I think I passed. They probably thought I was French, So it's for me, Paris was just like being here in America. It was like you're another person. If you got game, you present yourself well, you clean up nice, you put yourself out there, you talk to women, you'll get some results. The thing about Prague is that you are exotic when you go there. First of all, right? They have not seen more than maybe one or two black men in their entire lives. Imagine that, right? You're not going to get that in Paris. Paris, they've seen people that look like us since they've been in grade school, right? So that exotic factor just opens the door. And even if if you're somebody who's more reserved, that's going to open the door to where you have to do less. They're going to be curious about you. They're asking questions. You sit down, they're asking questions. You match with them on Tinder. They're striking up a conversation first because they want to know more about you. The biggest factor is that exotic factor, that you will be very exotic in Prague where you won't be in Paris.
Awesome. So let me follow up with a question for that. Now, do you got any clap back from the local men in Czech? Do they care or do they not?
They didn't say anything to me. They might have cared, but they didn't. That I don't think that's their style. That's their culture of having a problem with someone and be like, hey man, I don't want you to be here. I don't like that you're dating our women. So if they did feel that way, I didn't know it because they're not going to say anything. You know what I mean? They keep it moving. So
I mean, it doesn't have to be verbal, but you got any body languages, expression, or anything like that?
no.
Okay, that's cool.
No.
The reason
Yeah,
why I ask is like certain places you just got to be careful, man. Like
yeah,
certain
man.
places, like
Yeah,
say for example, Colombia is like in Brazil and Dominican Republic. Them guys don't really care like that, you know, because there's abundance of females out there.
right, right,
But in
right, right.
certain places, you really got to be careful because it can end with bad, you know. Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about that story in Greece. What happened to that brother?
Mm.
You know,
It, was it recently?
it was a couple years ago. But he took a picture of this. It was a selfie picture. He was in a club with this Greek woman,
Uh-huh.
and it was this 5 other Serbian dudes that got, you know, and they got jealous. They saw him talking, spitting game at this Greek chick, and you know, and they started coming up to him and was like, "What's up?"
Yeah, yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, what's up? Get out of my face!" So he actually pushed him out of the way, and that's when they start striking him. You know, jumped him. You know,
Dang. Yeah, yeah.
and you know, deleted him. You know, so yeah. So the reason why I brought that up is like, because do you get like I don't want to go over there and let's say I'm with a couple Greek, not Greek but Czech women, and the local man start feeling some type of way about it. You know, like
Yeah, man. I
you know,
hear you, man. That's something I was concerned about before I got there because I didn't know anything about this part of the world, right? And I'm going by myself, you know, and I'm black, like dark skin, you know what I mean? Like I was concerned about that, and I had heard stories about like other parts of Eastern Europe. Like there's some places I wouldn't go. Like some of those poor Eastern European countries, Moldova. No, 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 no. There's certain places I wouldn't go. But that's why I was emphasizing about Czech Republic having very low violent crime because I just don't think that's part of their culture of like, hey, step into somebody. You know what I mean? That'll happen here. You know, over jealousy and over women. I've seen people, you know, get their heads split open here in America over women. But I don't think that's their culture. And I don't know what the penalty is for like stuff like assault, but I think they must have really strict laws or something like that because uh, their violent crime is one of the lowest in that area. And so that's something that, and of course, anywhere you are, right? Even if it's supposed to be low crime, you always watch your back. You have your street smarts. You keep your eyes open. You know what I mean? That's anywhere. But I think Czech men are not. I think they're a lot more passive in that. You know what I mean? I didn't see one person because you can kind of look at people sometimes and see, okay, this dude's a little rough around the edges. You know how you can look at people and see sometimes. I didn't see groups of guys who were just wandering around up to no good. Like even I see here in America, you know, like young guys with nothing to lose who just, you know, who've been to jail and not afraid to go back. Like I didn't see people who look grimy like that walking around.
yeah. I mean, that's good, man. I just kind of want to get the confirmation. Just you know,
Yeah, man.
before
Yeah,
I hit
I was
there,
looking out for stuff like that. I
yeah.
was very looking out for that, you know.
Before I hit out there and you know get myself in deep trouble because
Right,
you know I never you know searched up you know the country's
right.
social cues and all that. But that's a very very good. Now let me say this, man. Czech women they really get down in the sheets.
Oh, no, that's for the Patreon, bro. We spoke about that on the Patreon. We can't speak on that on the channel, bro. Oh,
You got to check out the exclusive chat, man. It's you're gonna want to hear it, man. That's all I can say. You know,
That's a Patreon question, huh? Okay.
yeah.
Uh, so you said earlier, you said the cost of living is cheap. How is it to move around the city? Is it by Uber? And if so, is it cheap?
It's cheap, man. It is so cheap. It's so cheap. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm trying to move there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to move there, man. It's so cheap. It's cheap, man. I use Uber. You can use the tram. It's probably even cheaper than Uber, but I didn't want to be bothered to learn how to pay. And you know, you're taking public transportation, you have to get some kind of card or you have to use exact change. And the Czech money is like, I don't understand the Czech money. So I just didn't want to be bothered with it. I took Uber everywhere, but the Uber was so cheap that I didn't even feel the need to take public transportation. I did take a train, but I was with one of my dates, so she was just showing me what to do. It was like a subway, like an underground train that they have. I don't know what they call it, but I mostly use Uber.
awesome. Let me read the super chat real quick. Shout out to Mr. Mr. Umi Yedwa, thank you, brother, for the $50 super chat. Much appreciation, bro. Salute to you. That's love right there for the support. Thank you very much, man. That means a lot to me, man. I do a lot of hard work for the brothers on this channel, saving lives, man. So any donation definitely helps the cause, man. Thank you, bro. Just dropping in to give some support to the brother IP. You're doing the Lord's work. Thank you, bro, from the very bottom of my heart, man. That means a lot. To all my brothers, know your worth, get those IT skills and your passport. Yes, indeed, man. Brothers, I keep telling you, man, get into IT, get a remote job, and spend some time in Czech Republic for 3 months. Come out to the US, make your way to Germany, then Japan. Brothers, this is the blueprint, man. Book your IT consultations with me. Get onto my IT mentorship plan via the Patreon Bronze IT tier, the Platinum tier, or the IP Lightning tier, man. I'm giving you, brothers, the solutions to the horrible dating scene in the West, man. Globetrotter had a great time in Czech Republic. He's gonna go out there later on this year or next year. I'm telling you, brothers, man. Let me help you out, but at the very least, support the channel, support the movement, like the video, send some more PayPal donations and super chats. Because again, another classic live stream for you, brothers, man, as to how to navigate in Czech Republic. No one doing what I'm doing. No one's putting in work for the brothers and helping the brothers out like I do. So please show me some support, man. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, man. Awesome. So, any more questions back before I get in the call in?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Buck. All right, so brothers, call in. Now's the time. Now's the time, brothers. If you want to call in and ask questions, if you can't call in, please, hit your questions in a PayPal donation or super chat. Okay, that'd be much appreciated and awesome, fantastic. So let me ask this Globetrotter, right? In terms of quality of life, right? Can you live a great quality of life in Czech Republic, or are most people there, you know, on the poverty line? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, I would say they have an excellent quality of life, man. And what they get paid over there is lower than what I'm making over here, but they still everything's affordable, man. They still have a good quality of life. Like to live out there doesn't cost more than what they can make. And a lot of people here in the San Francisco Bay Area, I mean, they're busting their butts just to be able to pay their rent, with all these crazy prices, So from what I saw, between how cheap everything was, right? Everything, food, transportation, rent, everything, how cheap everything was. And then you also take into the fact that how beautiful the city is and how easy it is to navigate in the city, right? Everything's close by. I walk to most places just because I was in the city center, so everything's close by. But if not, it's a short Uber ride. I think they have excellent quality of life. Like I said, I'm trying to move there. I'm definitely gonna go for 3 months, and after that, I'll probably shoot to England, so to the UK somewhere. But I might try to stay there longer than that and get some sort of little visa or resident permit or something like that, because with what I make, I can work remote, and my dollar will go so much further out there, and I will just be able to just stack it up and live like a king, man. So excellent quality of life. It's peaceful. Like I said, the people are chill. They like their culture. They like their beer, their food. I'll have to see more about like what kind of cultural events they have out there, like what kind of festivals they have. I was only there for a week, so I'm curious to learn more about the culture. If they have anything like Germany does Oktoberfest, right? So I don't know what kind of cultural festivals they have, but I'm excited to find out. But excellent quality of life, man. Excellent.
Awesome. Don't come to England. Go to Germany, bro.
Don't come.
Don't come, bruv.
I was gonna go to Leeds, man. You don't recommend Leeds?
Well, why Leeds? What's there, bro?
So I was gonna go to London, but people were like, "No, London's overrated. It's hell expensive." So I was just looking for like smaller cities close by,
Leeds, nah, bro. Go to
He
Germany,
said, "Nah."
Hamburg or Berlin. That's all you need, bro. Stuttgart, I'm telling you, man. You
Yeah.
will kill it out there in Hamburg. Yes, bro. You need
All
to
right.
be in Germany.
All right.
I'm telling
All
you,
right.
brother. check out my Hamburg intel, man. Hamburg is a hotspot for brothers without a doubt. Ninja 55, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? I know you're not a troll. Yep, you're confirmed. Thank you, Ninja. Turn your camera off. Let me bring you in Mr. Ninja 55 in the background. What's going on, Ninja?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, IP? Nothing much. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. I'm doing fantastic. Fire away, brother.
Oh, I'm doing okay, but yeah, the Czech, the brother who has experience in Czech. Oh, so the woman over there, they're pretty feminine and everything. They're easy to approach, because here in the West, especially like in the States where I'm at, these women are giving nasty attitudes, even for a short guy like me. They don't care about height over there, even for a short guy like me.
Well, let me tell you this. So I'm not tall. Like I'm about average. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", right? And one of the girls I dated was just as tall as me, and she was like she didn't care about it. She didn't care about it at all. As far as being easy to approach, yeah, the problem is out here the West, especially America, like these women are being approached so much. You know what I mean? Like their heads are so big. They just think that they got it made. I don't think the Czech men are approaching women like that out there. Like I don't think that's how they. I think they're a little bit more reserved. I don't think that's a normal thing for them to just walk up to a stranger and talk to them. Out here it is, especially at the bars and clubs, we do that all the time. So especially when you're different, you're coming from another country, you're black, you're exotic. If you walk up to one of them, you're probably going to see a lot of curiosity from them. You know what I mean? You're not going to get an attitude. Dude, they're going to be curious, probably flattered that you came up to them, but they're going to have so much curiosity that I doubt they're going to have attitude. I didn't see any girl with attitude problems there, man.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. So, you said when IP interviewed you earlier, asked you earlier about you only seen Russian and other woman, Ukrainian woman. You didn't see no Dutch or Greek woman.
Not that I know of. Like I can't tell. Like so, just look. Oh, you know what? So there was a big group of Dutch people. I went to this very touristy thing where they had this medieval dinner. So they had like an old bar, and it looked like an old medieval bar tavern. And they just had hella food and beer, and then like dancing and like fire dancing. So there was a big group of Danish people, Danish women there, but I didn't see them around. They were obviously tourists too. But just walking around the streets of Prague, in the bars, I saw mostly Czech women, Slovakian women, Ukrainian, a lot of Ukrainian, Russian.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Indian, East Indian, but they not over there. Wow. Okay, that's good.
No. They're all white women, man.
Now, let me ask this to the panel. Has anybody been to Spain?
No.
Nope.
IP?
I've been there, bro, but this isn't a Spain stream.
No, I was just asking because I was gonna say contrast. Like, is Spain more of a like UK vibe? Like the women more cold, or how is it?
Not been in Spain in a long time. I think Spanish women are better, more good looking. But me personally, I would avoid the Spanish women there in Spain and go for the Colombians there. And I mentioned that in my video many years ago. The Colombian women there in Spain are the ones you should be going for. And they were with brothers. I saw it myself. I saw a brother with one of the best looking Colombian chicks I ever saw in my life in Spain.
Wow.
Spanish chicks are very loose. They throw that box all around the place, which is something that's not in my interest, especially for a wife. So you definitely want to go for the Colombians there in Spain.
Now IP for that. Like if a brother had a choice between London and or Madrid or Barcelona, which one would you suggest?
Barcelona easily. Better cost of living, better woman, better weather, better vibes. Barcelona without a doubt, bro. Especially if you're a remote worker. I might even hit up there again. Bro, I love Barcelona. It was a great place. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, it became a Spain streamer right now. It's all good. What is it?
The Spaniard woman was nice to you out there, IP?
Yeah, they were nice, but I wasn't really checking for them. I was going for the Colombians.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
what kind of look do they have? The Spaniard woman? Do they have that Latino Hispanic look, or do they have that more of a European look?
European looks a darker skin, bronze skin because of the weather. A lot of them have a lot of tattoos, a lot of piercing, which is why I don't get down with. But some of them do look good. But again, once again, they're very promiscuous Spanish women. So I would not wife them up, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, a lot of these women were black or white, age over here, hate me, hate my guts. It's like, man, a brother has to. Even a Hispanic woman over here, Colombian, I don't see Colombia, I see Puerto Rican. You got to go over, to another country to get with them. It's crazy for black men over here in the West.
Yeah. Get into IT, get the hell out of it. That's what I'm gonna say. Get a full-time remote job, and you'll be out there in no time. All right, so let's get some new callers in. So call in, brothers. Now's the perfect time. We've got half an hour left. If no one new calls in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to end the stream early. And we're going to have a great Sunday, and we're going to have a great week ahead. So please call in. If you can't call in, send your question in a PayPal donation or super chat. Okay, fantastic. So and any questions regarding Czech Republic, please. Let's keep on topic. So, Ninja, any questions regarding Czech Republic?
Well, another one thing I'd like to say is, the cost of living there, Czech Republic is pretty good.
It's below. It's better than good. It's less. So to me, cost of living, you got high, you got average, you got low. To me, Czech Republic is low. It's below the average. And I'm still trying to figure out why that is. The city's such a cool place, but it's very, very low. Very, very low cost of living.
Oh wow! And then the woman so me going over there, I can get instantly get tens, women that are tens and nines.
You got a good chance, bro. You got a good chance. You present yourself well. They're checking for black men out there. Just find a way to meet some of them. Go out in the daytime. Go to these if they have like a beer garden. The beer museum was a good one that I went to. Get on that Tinder. And yeah, man, you live like a king, man. Like your money's gonna go a lot farther. And I was in an Uber ride, and one of the guys, a Czech dude who was driving me, he was telling me this. He was like, "Yeah, man, like your money will last so long out here." I went there wondering how much money. Like, am I gonna have enough to last here for a week? And I had so much money left over when I went home. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Wow. Yeah, I heard they tanned out there or something. Do they look natural like other Europeans or women, or I think they like brown, or some are brown out there, Czech women, or tan.
Some are, yeah. So some have like the tan, like the darker olive skin look, like the Italian look, and then some have that blonde, some have that blonde, blue-eyed, green-eyed look too. There's a lot of diversity in how they look, is what I noticed,
Wow, I better check it out. But I know the ticket is probably going to be expensive because I'm trying to get out of the States, and these international flights are high, and then plus the a better seat, and then first class or business. Like, damn, they making it hard for me. They make it hard for
the ticket.
Here
The ticket will probably be the only. The ticket will probably be the only expensive thing. Like my ticket, I got a few months in advance. Was like $1,000. That's probably the most.
$1,000, and did you get a regular seat or you got a premium economy seat?
No, I was regular, bro.
Oh, the reason why I said that, the reason I asked is because when I went over to Asia years ago, the regular seat it wasn't cutting it because over there on my way there and way back, my lower back was hurting like man, it was hurting real bad.
Yeah, man, those regular seats are rough, man. It's rough. Yeah, you're not lying about that, man.
All right, thank you, Ninja. I got a caller. M, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? So I know you're not a troll. You can turn it off after. M, you're confirmed. M, thank you very much. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Mr. M in the background. What's going on, M? What the flip? What's going on, M?
Yeah, what's good, guys?
I'm all
just
good,
wanted to,
brother.
Yeah, sorry. I
You
just
could,
wanted to say, just if you wanted to, I'm somebody who speak. Hold on, I think there's an echo. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, no. Basically, I've lived in Czech Republic when I was younger, and I've also visited, as an older adult. And yeah, I can just say the experience is definitely different if you're somebody who speaks the language for sure.
Mm.
Um, I think like especially with the locals, I think you're gonna have an easier time going with the more wifey material kind of girls if you speak the language for sure. One place I would suggest though, if you want to meet with locals, a lot of them congregate outside of the city center. So if you go somewhere like I'm sure the main guest, you probably know like the Chodov Mall, the mall in like Pankratz, like just a little bit away from the city center.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly. Yep.
bro, those places are filled with like
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't remember what it was called, but yes, that place is good. Yeah.
yeah, and especially like around the northwest part of the city too. That's where you get more of the, I guess, higher end or maybe wealthier kind of people
Mm.
than maybe the southern part.
Yeah.
And definitely don't rule out going outside of the city. I think if you're ever gonna go out, I would recommend Plzeň because it's pretty close, or like Brno. But if
Okay.
you go to like the other rural parts, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get by if you don't speak the language. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
wow, amazing breakdown there. So I'm guessing you have a lot of experience in Czech Republic, right?
Oh yeah.
Can we get you on the channel to get your experience, brother, on the channel in regards to what you mentioned about finding wife material woman? Because it sounds like you're very knowledgeable about it. How does that sound, bro?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I've been watching your channel for a bit. I was waiting for the day that you would ever cover Czech so I could give some intel.
Nice.
Awesome. So let me put my IG in the private chat, brother, and on the channel. Send me send me a DM on IG, brother, and then we'll catch up this week, and then we'll set a time to get you on the channel, brother. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great, man. Whatever you need, I'd love to help.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, send me a DM on International Passport 5 on our Instagram, and we'll get a cracking right there, brother. Awesome.
Yep.
So
And
do you have go on.
one more thing I wanted to add, because I know you asked if there's like any diversity. I think the guy said he was pretty spot on. There's a lot of you'll probably find like more Slovaks, Russian, maybe like a few other like Hungarian, Austrian, like a little bit of those, but generally it's predominantly Czech. I
Yeah.
will say there is a Vietnamese community that's pretty prominent in the capital city. And even when you go abroad, like even to the small towns that have like 1,000 people, you'll find like Vietnamese shops. Like, yo, they're out there
Oh wow.
and they're clicked up too. It's like, it's crazy. But yeah,
Are
it's
they?
specifically if you're into Vietnamese people, though, it
Uh,
depends. So it
oh,
depends on your taste.
Mm.
I am, brother. So, brother, hold on, brother. Are the Vietnamese women in Czech Republic checking for brothers?
Um, I would say they're pretty open-minded to everybody, I would guess, because but they are like, I guess the families are kind of close. But yeah, I would say so. I had one experience particularly, but yeah, I would say the older generation there is a little bit like open-minded because they were immigrants, right?
Mm.
Kind of fitting in, so they kind of relate to that,
Yeah.
especially if you're, a black person there or whatever. They do like that experience because they already feel like it's like especially if they're Czech, they have like this sort of like they're within the Czech culture, but they're also outsiders at the same time. So it's
Yeah.
like you're definitely gonna like do well if you're already a foreigner, because then it feels like they can kind of like you're kind of have like an inside experience, but you're both outsiders, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Interesting. So,
It's a
uh,
weird dynamic. It's hard to explain if you haven't really done it, but yeah, I would say yes, they are checking.
awesome. So now, how are these Czech women like, brother, on a personality level? Are they feminine? Are they submissive? Are they caring towards brothers? I want to know more about Czech women. So I want to know more about Vietnamese women in Czech Republic. How are they, brother, in terms of those attributes?
So specifically regarding Czech women, I would say that definitely hospitality is a huge thing, even amongst like I think that
Viet,
works across
sorry,
all
brother.
of
Sorry,
them.
brother.
Yeah.
Vietnamese women in Czech
Oh,
Republic.
Vietnamese women. Yeah, I would say that they're also they're pretty feminine out there. I would say like the culture in general, if you know, like I don't know if you've been to Vietnam or seen Vietnamese people, that even in here where I live, like in Canada, they're pretty like submissive and a little bit more like culturally conservative. So yeah, I would say so. It's probably more or less the same.
Lord, I need to start looking into Vietnamese chicks a bit more then. This is amazing. What? Bruv, okay, this is great intel for us, and thank you, brother. Wow. So, brother,
Yeah,
in Canada, where you at in Canada? Are you in Vancouver?
no, I'm in Toronto, unfortunately.
Oh man, but are you dating the Vietnamese woman in Canada, and how they treat you there, brother, in Toronto?
So for me, like I've been with like I casually dated a Vietnamese girl. I'm my personal preference. I've been with like more Hispanic girls. So like kind of like you mentioned Colombia. Yeah, I definitely been around with them. Some Ukrainians, you know. I would say it's more or less like I think like in general we'd have to break down how dating is like in Toronto, which means it really depends on how invested or how immersed they are in like the general Toronto public. Because I'm not gonna lie, dating is pretty dead out here. But if you're looking for that traditional type, I would recommend not stopping in Toronto. But to each his own, though. I don't know, man. Because I know like I kind of get a general idea of what your preference is. I don't know if you're
Mm.
gonna find that in Toronto, but you have made me like because of your stream about Vancouver. I am a little bit curious if it's different over there because honestly, I couldn't even believe it.
Brother, it's a different world out there in Vancouver. Well, brother, what about the South Korean woman and the Japanese woman in Toronto? Are they checking for brothers out there?
See, what I heard is there's a lot more like Asian people on the West Coast, like near Vancouver. In Toronto specifically, I think it depends because I think honestly, if you're a white guy, I think you do better with the Asian girls over here because I feel like a lot of them, like especially the ones who are more like whitewashed, will prefer a white guy. It's usually like the girls who are really into hip hop and stuff like that. That kind of like that are really immersed in black culture and love the rappers and all that stuff that are more likely to go with a black guy. The best bet the best Asian girls I would say in Toronto are probably the Filipina girls.
Mm, yeah,
That's the ones I
brother.
would recommend 100%.
Go on, Globetrotter. You want to say something, bro?
Oh no. I'm soaking it all in, man. Just listening.
Brother, you need to make your way down to Vancouver ASAP.
Sounds like it.
And I'll tell you this right. Even though I talk down on the horrible West, right, Vancouver for me is an exception because
Yeah.
when I've been there myself. I've actually spent a couple weeks there. I got crazy amount of play. And I think it's the Asian influence there is so strong in Vancouver. It kind
Huh.
of balances out the Western influence. It's still there, but
Right.
you can meet South Korean chicks straight from South Korea, Japanese chicks, and if you brothers are on the Patreon, I did a 2-hour breakdown with a brother from Vancouver, currently living in Vancouver, and he tells you what streets to go to, how to approach South Korean chicks, how to approach Ukrainians there, how to meet Brazilians
Huh.
out there in Vancouver. This is the best Passport Bro channel in the entire world, man. There's no way you can fail if you follow what this channel is telling you, brothers.
All right.
Bruv.
Interesting. Yeah, man. I believe you, man. That's I could totally see that being a thing.
Man, brother, get over to Vancouver, brother. I'm telling you.
Vancouver, huh?
The only thing that has stopped me about it is just the fact that Vancouver as a city is even more expensive than Toronto. And dude, the rent out here in this city is nuts. You know, that's why I've actually like been thinking like maybe down the line once I'm finished my school, which I'm studying software engineering, probably gonna move over to like Czech Republic starting off and then start visiting other
Yeah,
like
man.
European countries,
That's
man.
a good idea, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, it's just the girls over there in Czech, bro. It's just different. The vibe, the energy, everything is completely different. And it's more affordable. Like you said, the dollar just carries way
So
more.
affordable, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I totally see why you would want to move there like next year, bro. It's
Yeah,
I
man.
hope you have fun, brother.
I'm trying to move, man. Yeah.
And it's very underrated. Nobody really talks about it. It's
It's under
always
the
like
radar, man, right?
That's what I mean. Everyone covers like Ukraine. There, I mean, people have covered Poland. But like, dude, Czech is just like, I guess it might be the next one to be talked about, but right now it's still low key. So
It's still a hidden gem right now, man.
yeah.
Now
This
let me
is why
ask
I'm the
you about
best.
this. What other European countries have you been?
Oh, me personally?
Yeah.
I've probably been to all of them except for a few in like the Balkan countries, like the former Yugoslavic countries. Like I haven't been to Montenegro, I haven't been to Bulgaria, like those kind of countries, like the more like Orthodox Christian kind of countries.
Yeah.
But I've been everywhere except except for France, Spain, Portugal. I've never been there.
So have you? So you've been to Spain, right?
No, I've
All right.
never been to Spain. Those are the countries I haven't been.
I have chords in the
So
background.
what
Sorry,
was
but
your favorite out of all of them?
okay. Answer this one, M, please.
Personal bias is probably going to be Czech.
Man,
Okay.
I gotta check out Czech Republic, man. Dang, y'all making me wanna change
Brother,
my
tell me,
life.
brother, tell me your top 3 European countries or top 5, bro. M.
Top 5, man. I'm thinking. Well, to be fair, like with the Czech thing, I also have the bias because I'm half Czech myself. So if to answer your question earlier, if they're checking for brothers, I wouldn't exist if that was a thing. I mean, but as in general, probably obviously number 1, I'd have Czech. Number 2 though,
No,
if for
no order.
dating, for dating or like
for dating for brothers, and you checking for brothers as well in terms of women giving you the best reception. No particular order. Just give me your top 5, bro.
well, in no, or I'll say Germany was definitely a good one. I know you said you've been to Hamburg. Yeah, they treat you pretty good over there. I think Poland, if you depending on what cities you go to, I think the capital cities, I've been treated well there. Another one, if you consider this Europe, Turkey, underrated one.
Turkey, huh?
Yeah, no, it's good out there. And I would say I'm debating between Croatia or like Austria. I've had it pretty good all around, but like I would say like mostly the Slavic countries for me has
Damn,
worked. But
brother, I have a big smile on my face, bro. But we need to get you on the channel to break down those countries, bro. Don't run away, brother. Hit me up on that DM on IG, brother. We need this for the culture, please, brother, please.
Well, I'll definitely hit you up then. I'm not gonna lie, I can definitely give a lot when it comes to Czech Republic. I'm still, when it comes to the other countries, like I feel like I need to be a little more seasoned to really give a better breakdown. But for Czech Republic, I can break it down any day, anytime.
Let's get it, man. Awesome. Thank you, M. So I got 2 callers in the background. Mr. Dark Ranger, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? So I know you're not a troll. And let me bring in Mr. Joshua Holloway. You confirmed, Dark Ranger. Thank you, brother. Joshua, give me a thumbs up. Can I bring you on? Joshua, camera on. Is that okay? With a camera on, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up with camera on. Okay. Let me bring in Mr. Joshua Holloway with his camera on. Okay. All right. Awesome. What's going on, Joshua?
What's going on? So first of all, I have some exciting news. My passport is finally renewed. It got here as of 2 days ago. So I'm really, really excited. So one thing that really sparked my interest is you guys were talking about the Slavic countries, Czech Republic, Croatia. I'm actually going there in the next couple months. I'll be there for 6 weeks. And then after that, and sometime in May, I'm going to be in Valencia, Spain for about 8 weeks or so. And so I would love to come on the channel and give some intel about those countries. So, you know what I mean? So it's just really, really exciting.
Now, let me ask you about the Spain part. What made you choose the Valencia or Madrid?
Hold on back. Sorry, brother. Send me a DM on IG, Mr. Joshua. And let's get you, let's plan that in the future once you've done Croatia and Spain. Awesome, brother. You know my IG, International Passport.
Absolutely.
5.
I'd love to do that.
Awesome, thank you, brother. Now, you got any questions regarding or anything you want to say about Czech Republic at all, brother?
Okay, yeah. So for example, I'm planning on completely relocating to Croatia. So I know that's the EU Schengen area. So I know that you do have certain access to certain countries like Switzerland, and I was wondering if Czech Republic included in the Schneegen area. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. For
Go
citizenship.
on Globetrotter. If not, I go to
Yeah. So is it in the European Union or?
Yeah, it's in the European Union. So I know
Yeah.
Switzerland's there.
Right.
I was asking you, is the Czech Republic included in the EU?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How long were you there in the Czech Republic?
I was only there for about a week, and it was not enough time, man. I definitely going back at the end of the year for 3 months, but man, I had so much fun, man, in that week, man. Like I did so much, and it was way better than I thought it was going to be. Let's put it that way.
So it was basically as if you were stepping into like two different worlds, coming from Western countries, and that week was pretty much the small taste that you needed to kind of make this a lifestyle, I'm assuming.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. Not only a lifestyle. Like if I don't move to the Czech Republic, I'm definitely going to be there 3 months, because I think the rule is, without a visa, you can go 3 months within any 180-day period, right? So within any 6 months, you can go there for 3 months. So if I don't end up moving there, honestly, I'm going to try to move there just because my money is going to go so much further just to use that as a base. And I know I already like it there. But if I don't, I'm going to be there every 3 months, out of every 6 months that I can. Yeah, man, it's awesome, man. I love it, obviously.
And then I kind of wanted to redirect your question. You were asking me why I chose to go to Valencia, Spain. I have long-term family friends over there, so it was just a cool little thing to explore. So I just wanted to go there and check it out. And ever since I was a teenager, I've always wanted to check out Ibiza as well. So hopefully that's a reasonable commute to get over there as well. So I've heard some great things about Spain, Barcelona, Valencia, and I heard that Valencia is one of the most healthy countries for the second consecutive year in a row. So it's just excited things are going on. So when I get over there in May, I'll be happy to get on here and drop some intel and expose how it is.
When will you be in Croatia? When will you be there?
Croatia, I'm going to be there for my 25th birthday in February. I'm going to be there for 6 weeks. So that's a couple months out. And then about a couple months after that, I'm going to be in Valencia, Spain for 8 weeks.
Awesome. Nice one, brother. So, Mr. Dark Ninja, you want to chime in on this, bro?
Hello, brothers. How y'all doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm just sitting down in the background, just listening, man. I'm just hearing your brother preaching to the choir, I heard some good things. I heard Turkey. That's one country I always want to go to. As far as Czech Republic, so far I'm hearing amazing things from this brother. As far as Czech women goes, are they the jealousy type? You get that vibe from them. They don't want you to talk to other ladies. Yeah.
Like if they're possessive.
Yeah,
that's
bro. Yes, the two I was with were absolutely jealous. I mean, I thought it was cute, but they were, yeah. The moment that they found out I was going on other dates while I was there, it was a problem, man. I mean, we got over it in a few minutes, but they were upset. Yeah, they're not. If you want to have multiple women, then you gotta keep that low, man. Like they're not gonna be with that, man. They're traditional. They expect to be the only one. I don't know if M is still in the chat, but
yes.
He could probably confirm that too.
Dude, at 100%, dude. I couldn't agree more. Like, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you're one of those dudes who like wants to have multiple wives too. I think you would actually scare off a lot of the more traditional minded women over there, because they don't, especially the women there, the mindset is they don't want to be played like they're hoes or whatever, or be your little hoe. So they will oftentimes, unless you're dealing with the certain type of girls that are with that kind of thing, right? Like the more like promiscuous types. Like, no, definitely. I would say like in that sense, no.
Three or four.
So if your brother
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not used to being on YouTube. Sorry, 304.
Keep it coded, brothers, please. All right, go on back.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, say for example, like for me, like I would want more than one wife. I want like a couple wives.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
You gotta go to the Middle East, bro.
Would that be cool in Czech Republic?
Nah, bro.
It's gonna be tough, bro.
Nah.
But let's say I can provide for them, like I create an atmosphere, where I can provide for them. Would that be cool? Or
The thing is, if you're gonna do that, I would recommend, like he said, the Middle East or even Turkey, because again, culturally speaking, it's a Muslim country, right? So that's more accepted. In Czech Republic, it's primarily like, yeah, it's Christian, but it's also like very atheist and agnostic. So a lot of it is it's just based in tradition. It's not really the norm, especially
Yeah.
if you're trying to get the more traditional wifey types. A lot of them want, like, one husband, one wife. That's kind of the dynamic and setup, especially if she's the one being part of a harem. Honestly, her family's going to probably look down on her and disown her.
Yeah. Big facts. Big facts.
Hold on, I've got a super chat here. Shout out to Mr. Calisthenic Arts and brothers. Send me some more support, man. I'm going to end the stream in 5-10 minutes. So in the last 5-10 minutes, send supporting super chats, PayPal donations. That'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you cop the merch as well, the international official passport merch, and of course join the Patreon to hear the explicit X-rated intel on Czech Republic woman. Only for you, brothers. Let's get it cracking, man. Thank you, Calisthenic Arts, for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated, bro. Is Czech a great place to meet women as a brother who is a complete nerd? Great question. Can you answer that, Globe Chatter, and then M after? You go first, Globe Chatter.
Yeah, from what I saw, yeah, man. I mean, there's always types of women who want to be with black dudes for certain stereotypes, and maybe they're into hip hop, but a lot of the women that were showing interest in me, they weren't those types. I had one or two of those, but a lot of them were just genuinely interested. And you're a foreigner, so there's curiosity there. So I would say, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Before you answer that, so I'm thinking like a brother watches anime, who reads manga, who's into playing Yu-Gi-Oh, even though he's in his 40s. I mean, can we get women who like brothers like that in Czech Republic?
I would say yes. I would say, like, I thought the question was more so like if you're like a nerd, like is in your like maybe more like reserved, maybe like kind of like somebody who's not out there partying and stuff. Like, yeah, I would say, yeah, you would do fine over there, no problems. Because I would say the culture there, I think he said it earlier, that people are pretty reserved over there.
Yeah.
I think you'll actually probably like it, especially if you're introverted yourself. Yeah, you'll probably love it there. And yeah, I would say you would be fine.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to playing Yu-Gi-Oh with my future Czech girlfriend. Awesome.
You'll have better luck with the younger generation if you're going to do that. 100%.
Oh, you're referring to like 21, 22,
Yeah,
23?
21 and under, or like like just Gen Z, because the older generation didn't really have much of that growing up, right? Because it was a former communist country, right?
This is awesome, man. Hey, Czech is looking like a good spot. All right, brothers, we're in our last 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go for everyone for their last closing statement, and I'm gonna end the stream. I have work in the morning, so I can't stay on for too long, brothers. If it was a Saturday, I would, but it's a Monday morning over here. So, Mr. Joshua Holloway, do you have any closing statements or any last questions?
I was just gonna say, it's just wonderful that we all as brothers are on this platform, and we just making our dreams and goals come true into fruition. So, you changed my life, and I'm sure you're changing millions more. So literally, I was at that stalemate in life. I didn't really know what I was gonna do, contemplating checking out. But as soon as I saw that stream that you dropped, get that passport right away. Literally the very next day, I went out to the USPS, filled out my application for renewal, and then it came 2 months later. And pretty much all of my plan is coming along nice. And I'm getting ready to take my CCNA next month, followed by Azure and AWS. So everything's going really, really smoothly. And it all really just started with a thought. So that's what I wanted to say. Keep up the good work, and you're changing the community for the better. So.
Wow, amazing. Good luck in your CCNA exam. It is a tough exam, CCNA, but I'm sure you're going to smash it, brother. So thank you, Joshua. Sweet to you, brother. And I look forward to getting your DM from IG from you very soon, okay?
Gotcha.
All right, peace out, brother. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Dark Ninja, do you have any closing statements or any last questions?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna keep it short. Bless up to these brothers over here. For giving this intel for these brothers out here. so they can travel and see new horizons and meet new women. Yeah, we need that M, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we need that stream on Turkey, man. You know. Um yeah, and that's all I really gotta say, man.
Yes, come through for us, bro. Please come through, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wish I could have say more about it. Like I've been to Antalya specifically. I haven't been to Istanbul though. I haven't been to a lot of the mainstream ones. I've been to like mainly the southern parts and like the north parts as well. So I guess I could tell you
Ooh.
about that.
Yes, please. Yes. Let's set it up very soon, man. We need that intel. All right, great. Thank you to our mod, Dark Ninja. I appreciate you, brother. And we'll speak soon, okay, brother?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Dark Ninja. Peace out, bro. Mr. M, do you have any closing statements or questions?
No, honestly, man, I appreciate what you're doing, man, especially like the message of like, getting people to actually pursue going out and exploring and seeing different cultures out there and giving them sort of like a litmus of what to expect. I think that's one of the things that I like about this channel that I discovered. It seems like, especially you covered a lot of countries. Like, bro, you're giving a lot of free game out here to a lot of people, and I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
Sorry.
Thank you, bro, man. Thank you. This is what I'm telling brothers to please support the channel, because the intel that's on this channel is worth thousands. Not even Joe Biden knows about most of these countries, man. To keep it, So I mean, brothers, you gotta support, man. Like a lot of this intel here is what people are paying for on other platforms. I'm giving it to you brothers for free, But all I'm asking is for some donations, some support. Join the Patreon as a lifetime member. Hit the PayPal donation. Hit the super chats. That's all I'm asking for. But carry on, M.
Yeah, no, and I was just gonna say, even as far as like the whole like being the digital nomad, encouraging people to get into tech, because that's the field that I'm in as well. Because you're not like out here preaching people to do like some weird like sales, do like crypto stuff or any of that stuff. You're pretty much giving people also a feasible yet stable way to also live abroad and even connect with people from other countries who are also in that field as well. Kind of like in that tech world as well, because you will meet a lot of different people of different backgrounds. But yeah, I think, to be honest, like I think everything about this channel that I've seen just on the surface seems really good, man. And especially having me up here, I appreciate it a lot. This is the first time I've used Streamlabs, so pardon me if I'm a little like off or whatever, but yeah, it's been great, man. I hope I brought some kind of value. And maybe in the future, if you want to know more about Czech specifically, I could definitely go in depth if you ever want to go there.
Yes, we are. That's definitely 100% given. So we're going to set that up for some time, probably in September. So let me ask this: are you new to the channel, or are you a long-time viewer?
I would say, well, I wouldn't say a new viewer is kind of like 3 months, right? I would say I've probably known this channel for a little over a year. Yeah. I was aware the last time I was in Czech when I was actually looking at the channel, and I found it. I was like, oh, okay. And I wanted to look up if you covered Czech in the past. And I think you were with Theo the one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I did that 2 years ago. So, hey, thank you, M. So, M, reach out to me on IG, and we'll set up streams for Turkey and Czech Republic. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great. And to the brother who's moving there in I think you said sometime next year. Hey man, if I catch you there next year, because that's the plan for me as well, maybe I might try to meet up with you or something.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Absolutely. I'm down.
Awesome. Thank you, M. And we'll speak soon, okay? Thank you very much, brother.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
All right, M.
All right, peace out, bro. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Buckjab, any closing statements or questions?
Yeah, IP man. Thanks for having me in the panel, man. Thanks, for leading by example. Thanks also for being open and transparent with this with these lives. You really do pretty good. Really do pretty good with these lives, especially from getting brothers from different angles who've been to different parts of the world. They're really really helpful. You changing lives. Keep doing your thing. For the Peru content, man, we gotta we got to keep that hidden gem, man. It's and I'd love to go, discuss with you like rule 101. But that's something that's, I will keep it.
The
Definitely.
Patreon, man. I mean, the Patreon, bro. Nothing will happen to Peru if you do it on the Patreon, bro. I'm telling you.
Can it get leaked though with the Patreon?
Nah, impossible, brother. Only on the Patreon platform.
Okay. Okay, we'll see. Is this still same IG?
Yeah. So it's message me on IG, brother, and we will set up for a Patreon platform, bro. It will only be on the Patreon platform. It can't get anywhere, brother. So all your concerns are all good, brother.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Awesome, brother. Peace out, brother. Awesome. So the star and the spotlight, Mr. Globetrotter,
Yes.
brother. Thank you very much, brother. I want to say thank you very much, bro, for coming on here and breaking down your experience in Czech Republic. You gave some incredible intel, bro. So salute to you, much appreciated, brother. I'm looking forward to keeping in touch with you about any countries you go to. And if you need any tips, let me know, brother. But do you have any closing statements, brother?
Yeah, man. First of all, thanks for having me. Like a lot of the other guys said, man, your videos have been inspirational. I started watching, man, years ago. Probably some of your first videos, 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. But yeah, man, like you always tell people, get your passports. The world's a very big place. No one says you have to stay where you were born or stay where you were raised. The world's a big place, and you need to see more of it. A lot of people, don't see more than a few hundred miles from where they live. So yeah, everyone get their passports, go see the rest of the world. And thanks for having me today, man. I'm happy to share.
Awesome, brother. Salute to you, brother, and we'll speak soon. Okay, brother. Have a great afternoon over there in the States.
All right, bro. You too. Later.
All right, peace out, brother. Awesome live stream, brother. Awesome. Brothers, another classic live stream. Much appreciated to all the brothers who hit the super chats. Wasn't a lot tonight. But any donations I get is greatly appreciated, no matter how small or how big. I am grateful for the support. It means a lot to me, especially doing this for over 5 years now. It's been a long journey, man. A lot of roadblocks, a lot of trolls that try to, disrespect. Man, you don't know what. If I tell you the early days, man, as to how many trolls I was dealing with, because I was focusing on brothers, telling other brothers how we're treated around the world, and trolls were coming after me. Man, we've come a long way, man. We're in 2023, and I've met some great people, connected with some great people as well. I'm super happy, man. So once again, I'll be opening up the Python classes in the beginning of September. Theo is doing his Manosphere conference. Go and buy Theo's tickets for the Manosphere conference. If you're in America, if you're a brother and you're serious about this IT game and being a passport, bro, you need to go to Theo's Manosphere conference. Don't play us like that, man. Don't play us like that, man. I'm telling you, get out there. Okay. Look at that, man. Shout out to IP, right, for so the brother says here, you say brother too much, brother. Okay, brother. All right, cool, brother. Would you prefer me to say the N-word? Would that be okay with you, brother? If I said the N-word this, N-word that, I guarantee you if I was saying the N-word, this brother wouldn't call me out on that. Would you want me to say the N-word, bro? I guarantee you, brothers would not complain about saying the N-word all over the place, man. But I'm saying, brother, and that's a problem now, brother. You see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Come on, brothers. Shout out to Mr. Joe for the great statement here. Shout out IP, 3 different continents this weekend. So much intel. Did I really do 3 different continents this week? Let me check. So I did Europe today. All right. What else did I do today, brothers? Give me 1 second, brothers. Okay, hold on, brothers. Let's see, brother. So I did. Oh yeah, I did. I did 1 in Asia, the Philippines, 1 in Colombia, South America, and 1 in Europe, man. And I got some specials coming for you in the next coming weeks, man. You brothers ain't gonna believe the countries I'm gonna touch upon in this coming weeks, man. I'm the best goddamn passport bros channel in history, man. I'm the best passport bro channel in history. IP international passport, man. Straight from the UK, brothers, man. You get me, brothers? Let's get a cracking, brother. Appreciate you, Joe. Great statement there, brother. Shout out to Mr. Raphael Taylor for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you for the support, brother, man. That means a lot, brother. Peace, brother. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, Raphael Taylor, for the support. Awesome, bro. He also hit me up on the PayPal too, man. You know? You know? This is it, brother. Get into IT. Book your IT consultation with me. Once again, if you want to hear the explicit version of the stream, go on the Patreon right now, brothers, man. You know, brothers, the Patreon has over 90, over 80 videos. We've touched upon how to deal with women in these countries, finances, assets. You know, explicit X-rated intel about Japanese women, South Korean women, Chinese women, Colombian women, Panamanian women, Cuban women, Argentinian women, then Danish women, Swedish women. Come on, man. And I'm telling you, brothers, against IT. So all you need is this channel, brothers. So become more involved in the ecosystem on this channel. Okay. I'm currently working on some things, right, for you brothers on this channel, man. We're going full throttle ahead as we reach the end of 2023, brothers. 2023 will end in 4 months. Have you brothers achieved your goals? Have you renewed your passport? Have you got 10 more years on that mofo? It's not a game to me, brothers, man. It's not a game to me, brothers, man. I need you, brothers, to get on this higher level, brothers, man. The mentality must be on point, brother. Do you get me, brothers, man? I need you, brothers, to believe in yourself, brother. Brothers, you hear me, brothers? Come on, brothers, man. Come on, brother. And imagine us brothers flooding IT, being passport bros, working remote jobs, having options. Ultimately, we want to find our long-term girlfriend and have wives, man, and have children. Don't you ever forget the end goal, brothers. Don't you ever get it messed up, brother. Believe, brother. So where's everyone listening in from as I end this live stream? I'm going to end it in 3 minutes at the 2-hour, 15-minute mark, okay? Where you brothers listening in from? What country? What state? And if you want to come on my channel to share your travel experience, right, you know, let me know. Joe, are you back in the US? Joe, how was Denmark, Finland, etc.? Can we get this? Can we get the live streams popping, brother, for those countries, brother? Joe, let me know in the chat, Joe. We need that Denmark. We need that Finland intel, bro. Please, Joe. Amazing. Let's go, Joe. I'm gonna reach out to you this coming week, brother, Joe. Let's have a chat, and then we'll plan for these live streams and Patreon. Appreciate you, Joe, man. Awesome. Anyone in Asia listening right now? Anyone in what's it called, man? Anyone in South America listening right now, brothers? Anyone in Australia, New Zealand? Come on, brother, man. You know? How international is this channel, man? Let me know right now, brothers. Where you brothers listening in from right now in the live stream chat, brothers? Come on, brothers. Come on, brothers. You hear me, brothers? Come on, brother. Let me know, brothers. Come on. What country, what state you listening in from right now, brothers? We in our final minute, brother. Let me know right now, brothers. Aussie, okay, awesome. We got the Faith of Legend in Australia, awesome, bro. Riverside, California, US, fantastic, man. Anyone in the UK? Anyone in Europe? Anyone in Asia, South America, Africa? Let me know right now, brother. Let's get it cracking right now, brothers, man. Trinidad. Or Andre Walcott, send a DM, send a DM to me right now, bro. We need that Trinidad intel, man. How are the women in Trinidad treating brothers, man? Let me know. Send me a DM on IG, Trinidad, Andre, about Trinidad. Okay, I definitely want to hear that Trinidad intel, man. I need to touch upon every single country on planet Earth on this channel. That's the goal. I need to touch upon every single country on planet Earth on this channel. But there's 150 countries. I need to touch upon each country for the brothers, man. For the culture. For the culture. Oh man. Virginia Beach. Awesome. All right, 5 more minutes. So we got the Passport Bro show tomorrow. Don't you miss that. Me and Theo will be hosting another Passport Bro show. Let me know in the live stream chat what topic should we touch upon tomorrow in the Passport Bro show. God bless you too, Woody 2007K. Appreciate you, brother. God bless you too. Let me know what me and Theo should touch upon in the Passport Pro show. Credit cards, okay. I may not touch upon it tomorrow, but I'll make a list of that, Joe. So credit cards. Where's my notepad? So brothers, let me know any ideas. Come on. So credit cards. Okay. All right, come on. What topic? Let me know, brothers. Okay, so first things first. Let me see. All right, keep throwing more ideas. All right, first things that should be done. Traveling solo for the first time. Stocks. Afro girls. There are 2 girls here. The Afro girls are like those American girls, but Indo girls. All right, Andre, send me a DM on IG, bro. Please. We need to break down Trinidad chicks. Okay. Send it to me ASAP. ASAP. I still ain't done Barbados. I've not done Jamaica. I've not done Trinidad. I've not done Grenada, St. Lucia. That's not good, man. So send me a DM, bro. Please, bro. We need to get that done. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. So we're down to our last minute. Okay. Wait, we're down to our last minute. Okay. Any Passport Bros idea shows for the idea show. So any ideas for the Passport Bro show, let me know. We're down to our last minute. Let me know where you're listening from, and that'd be awesome. Okay, so we're down to all right, taxes. Okay, taxes. Okay, awesome. Super awesome. All right, brothers, have a great weekend. Peace out, and I'll see you brothers on the next video. Thank you very much.